Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, because I know it's mostly you up in here, booski. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel and my Trippin' or Not Tarot. My name is Cockfrost, but you can call me the Ghetto Nun. So, Divine Masculine, yes, I'm here to do the What the Fuck Is Up With You reading for the next 7 days. I do cuss in my readings and give no fucks about it. So, if you do, please get the fuck on. I do start all of my cards upright in my deck. I don't believe in starting out with reversals because that's some bullshit. Also, I did pre-shuffle, but I did not lay any cards down just yet. We're going to do it together. Please keep in mind this may or may not resonate with every single Divine Masculine. Get no fit nuts. Info for private readings will be below the video. Please take the time to check out our community board. It's like the farmer's market for all the nuns and high priests, where they have their businesses, purposes, gifts, etc., posted. If you'd like to submit your business for the bulletin board, please check the info in the description box below the video. If you find that the convent is not for you, please look for the nearest exit mark. Get the fuck on. Watch your head on the way out. Hit that link. You'll be back in turn. Thank you to everyone for all the bookings, donations, likes, subscribes, comments, shares, purchases to my website, and pledges to my Patreon. I love you, top. So Divine Masculine, right? When I went to the gym today, I was on the treadmill and it kept saying profile workout. And I was like, they kept telling me it was a message for you because I see it all the time, you know, on the treadmill or whatever. But I feel like your message is almost like Divine Feminine's message, where I was telling her she's getting a glimpse of where she's going to be in the future to let her know that she's on the right path. I feel like yours is like a profile. So like an outline or a rough draft or something that things are going to work out. So you could be getting signs, synchronicities, messages and stuff like that, but in like weird ways that's telling you that something's going to work. It'll all work out. Boom, 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 boom. It'll all work out. Yeah, Lil Wayne and shit. Yeah. Something's, especially if you got like something going on with court or divorce or paternity or some legal issues or some shit like that, okay? It'll all work out. But I feel like you're getting signs about that. That's number one. Number two, some of y'all are going to see somebody with their makeup and wig off and all types of shit, and you are going to be flabbergasted, my G, okay? You are going to be, they said betrothed. I don't even know what that word means, but it sounds bad, okay? It sounds like you like, wasn't the entire fuck that I bring home from the club or something like that. Somebody wears like a lot of makeup, or, you know what I mean? Stuff is padded and stuffed and wigs and all this stuff, and I feel like you get to see somebody in their true form, and I feel like you're not attracted to them, G. I'm going to keep it so real. That's why I try not to wear too much of that shit or makeup or any of that. Okay? Just in case, motherfucker. Don't be acting like you ain't know. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is. Right? But, or if it's not about makeup, this is you, like, really seeing the true someone. You know what I mean? So somebody really could wear a lot of makeup or have a lot of money or whatever. They hide behind material things, but you're seeing the true identity of this person. They could be talking about it like that. And I still feel like you flabbergasted or betrothed. I don't know. It's not betrothed. It's betrothed. I don't know. Let me see what that word means. Hold on. Because I don't never say that shit. Okay, what does that mean? If it's even a word. Let's see. Betrothed. Betrothed. Let's see. Because that's a pretty big word to just be throwing around. Yep, it's a word. Look, message. It's a word. The person to whom one is engaged. Oh shit. So this is your betrothed, G? This your fiance? You got me out here talking about that look bad without her makeup and wig and this and okay. If it's not someone you're engaged to, it's something you're engaged in, or you're engaged in, or you've engaged with, or something like that. I feel like you're seeing the true nature of whatever this is, and I feel like you're not happy. Yeah. Like what you committed yourself to, you know? But I still feel like it's going to work out for you. So even if you got yourself in trouble, which is what the Bible says, you know what I mean? His disciples often get themselves into trouble, right? I feel like you're getting signs that something's going to work out. Profile workout. You know, to be profiled is like not to really have like an accurate, like accurate information, accurate like description, or accurate. It's something about accuracy that you don't have, but a profile is giving you like that's as close as you can get. You know, like whenever you see like crime shows and they like draw like a pic of somebody, like a a picture of somebody who they think the assailant can be. They'll ask the person, the victim, they'll be like, can you describe them for us? And then the sketch artist will come and they'll draw a profile, but that they didn't really see the person, but it ends up looking like the person and shit. It's like, wow, you know what I mean? All that just from somebody describing them and all that. Yes, something about some profile that you being shown is gonna work out. So I don't know. Something about your profile picture. Some of y'all do something with like fitness. Okay, so that could be your profile picture is you like working out or in the gym or lifting. I don't know, boy. Something manly. Okay, that could be somebody's profile picture. You better look like that in person. Don't be having all the muscles and shit on your profile picture and then we see you and you got man titties and shit. Okay, and a big booty and shit. What is this, sir? Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like you do that. Anyway, let's get started. Give me some messages for Divine Masculine, how he'll be feeling about himself and the energy he's going to be in the next 7 days. Yeah, some of you guys are, some with fitness or exercise. You could teach a class, you could be in a class, you could just be working out. I see you very, like, tired after, though. You could be bike riding or whatever they call that shit. The little stationary bike, like a Peloton. Yes. Or something like that. I don't know what you're doing. Okay? I see you moving, though. I see you being active, yes, in the next 7 days. Or somebody. Give me some messages here for Divine Masculine. Here, now. What's going on with the man? This taking a toll on the house. This either oh, you're not supposed to be eating that if you doing all that workout, right? All that cookie dough, okay? But this is a toll house. It's either the house smells good, like, you know, you come home and there's food in the fridge, and not necessarily like you got somebody doing it. It could be your betrothed. Okay, I don't know. I like that word now. Anyway, this could be coming home to like a clean house, food made, you know, clothes, whatever. I don't know. I don't know how people come home to other people because I live by my motherfucking self, okay? But shit, I know that I like to come home to a clean house and food in my fridge, whether I'm with somebody or not. So it's something that feels like home, or something's taking a toll on the house, like, okay? I'm trying to stay positive, okay? This is my courteous man, gay man card. So something about the LGBTQ community. 10 of Cups is the community as well, but this is also a family getting back together or reconciling, or it's just you a good man, a good dad, a good husband if you are one, or a good spouse or lover, soulmate, friend, family member. That's what this is. Or you're part of the LGBTQ community, or both. Shit, you know? Something's taking a toll on someone's house though. It is. We already know you great, okay? Whatever you do behind closed doors with your lover and shit. I still feel like you're a really good person, Divine Masculine, but something's taking a toll on someone's house or on someone's family, a community, an organization, your betrothed's family. I don't know. Give me another one here. Some you engaged in, though. This is the gift. Sometimes this is my STD HIV card, okay? Sometimes that's just receiving, like a housewarming gift. Some of y'all got a new place, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, or just moved into a new apartment, new home. You could be cooking. This could be your first dinner there, or, you know, I feel like people are coming over. This is like housewarming gifts and all that shit. Yeah, Divine Masculine, you could be receiving like a housewarming gift. Congratulations, Booski, if you just moved somewhere. Okay, got your first home or another home or an apartment or whatever the fuck. I don't know where you ended up, boy, but congratulations on the shit now, okay? Somebody could be giving you I told you we ain't supposed to be eating that shit. Somebody gonna give you a whole dozen of cookies and shit, or Portos or something real yummy and carby. Okay, be aware, bro. Okay, change your profile pic then. If you gonna eat all these carbs, take that workout profile pic off and put the other one up, the real one. Okay. Somebody now if somebody does have an STD, of course it's taking a toll on the house. Somebody could have brought an STD home to their spouse, okay? Or if it's not a sexually transmitted disease, it's a spiritually transmitted like demon or some shit. Somebody done brought some shit home, okay? Oh. I feel like for the majority of y'all, though, Divine Masculine, I feel like this is good energy though. Some of you guys could have just had a baby, or you reconciled, like I said, with someone, or you and someone are reconciling. This could be a divine counterpart. This could be somebody you were separated from, a wife, a lover, I don't know. Or some of y'all are getting back together with your family, your children. It feels really good, honestly. Be aware of this woman. Somebody got rheumatoid arthritis out here. But be aware of this woman. She give me a weird feeling, G. Whenever shit be too good, and shit always gets sus. Like, man, what you do to the cookies? You know what I mean? Who spit on them? Who farted on them? What happened? It's just too good. I'm sorry. I'm a skeptic. Okay? I am. And this woman it's something with her hands. Or somebody got rheumatoid arthritis, or she a witch. Look at them crotchety ass hands. This is like the witch trying to give Snow White the apple. But look at them crotchety ass hands. No, ma'am. Did you make them, ma'am? Okay? Because I know you didn't need the dough right with them hands. Yes, there's something wrong, Divine Masculine. Yeah, you could be getting a glimpse at people too, but it's just certain things that turn you off. I feel like you're getting turned off by certain physical things with people. And it's mostly women. You know? And I can relate. Like, sometimes you can be real fucking shallow, G. But this right here would bother me. This hand, it would bother me, G. And I don't know, something could be wrong with somebody, but still. You know, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I ain't no saint. Shit, I'm the ghetto motherfucking nut. I ain't no saint. Okay, that shit would bother me. I wouldn't want to look at it, G. You know? And maybe this person had on a glove the whole time. You know? And you like, oh, shit, I like your outfit and shit. She got gloves to match everything. And then when she come to your house and shit, and it's not like that type of setting and shit, she don't have no gloves on, man, it freak you out. It freak you out, G. I don't know. Somebody's turning you off, okay? For real. Let's see what's up with this lady giving you these cookies and shit. Somebody's name could be Bernie or Bernard, or somebody's a Mac, or somebody's name could be Mac, okay? Yeah. Mackenzie, I heard, or Mac. Yeah, somebody shaped like one, a motherfucking Big Mac. Yeah, they said, damn, that's rude. Yeah, they said somebody shaped like a Big Mac out here. So I don't know, maybe somebody took all that get up off. You know, like, man, TikTok world blow my mind. They got a whole thing that's like a suit that you could put on. What's it called? A faja? You put it got booty built into it, titties, I watched this lady put her whole, like, I don't know, it was a lot of stomach, but she put all that shit up in like a container and zipped it and like stitched it or however they get up in it, G. And I'm talking about it had her looking bomb as fuck, right? This like you getting home and she taking it off, my G. And you like, what in the entire fuck? Man, I'm telling you, they're doing better to come out here just naturally how they are. Cause I feel like men being disappointed. Be aware who you picking up online, my G. Okay? Be aware. Anyway, let's move on. Let's see what's up with this woman. That shit blew my mind. I'm like, you got to be crushing an organ or something, stuffing all that in there. Something's being rearranged in your body. It has to be, you know, with something that tight on, or something's not getting air or something. Gee, I don't know. Somebody could be funky, you know, but it's because they got a lot of stuff covering up stuff. I don't know. Let's move on. Give me another one. Who's this lady? Who's that lady? Somebody's name could be Ron, Ronald, or Ronnie. You could have a lot of brothers, Ron. You could be a singer. Yeah, the devil tried to come out. Forced to see. Yeah, there's somebody, I'm telling you, you see through them. So you probably gonna throw them cookies in the trash. You know how sometimes you'll just accept shit from people because you're a nice guy or a nice woman, you know? And it's like, oh, thank you, you shouldn't have. And they like, oh, no worries, this and that, right? As soon as y'all separate, man, you throw that shit in the trash, G. After you saw her hand or some shit, it's something that you're going, man, a perfect example, and God rest your soul, homegirl, right? This girl used to bake cookies and shit for us at our job and shit when I worked in the call center. And somebody told me, hold the cookie up to the light. And when you would hold the cookie up to the light, you would see cat hair all stuck in the cookies and shit, you know? And I'm like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Like, you can't, you know, it's hard to bake with a cat around. Their hair just flies everywhere. It wasn't like she was nasty or dirty and shit or nothing like that. But once somebody showed me the cat hair in the cookies and shit, I let her give them to me. Oh, you shouldn't have. But I was forced to see the cat hair the last time you brought them and shit, so I won't be eating these. You know, I won't be eating these. Yeah, something turns you off, G. I feel like, honestly, Divine Masculine, I feel like it could be somebody's body, G. I'm going to be so real with you. Like, somebody doesn't look like their or their face. Somebody doesn't, or shit, somebody feel this way about your ass. Somebody doesn't look like their profile picture. I personally feel like I look better than my profile picture. I don't feel like I look good in pictures. I feel like I look better in person. And I feel like that's better for people to look better in person than on social media to me. This like the opposite. Like somebody look better on social media than in person and shit. And it's just like, I see you trying to be nice and polite and kind. They bring you something and everything, but something turns you the fuck off, G. Okay? You realize that you need to look into people more. You know what I mean? That's what this is. I need to look into people more and fuck what they presenting to me. This the presentation card. Look deeper. Okay? Ooh, somebody learning a lesson out here. Okay? I can't tell if you're really just being shallow. You know what I mean? Like it's just something like this person could laugh funny, like right, like this type of weird shit, and you like, oh hell nah, I can't fuck with nobody that laugh like that. And I feel you, because I couldn't either, but that would be considered shallow. But if this is something like this, like some lady says, oh yeah, I left little Tina and shit at home, you know, while I came here to see you, and that's a turn off. It's like, bitch, you left your kid at home by themselves. You know what I mean? To go on the date, you don't even know me like that, to be leaving your kid at home. That could be a turn off, and that's a valid one. So I don't know. I just feel like someone's a turn off. Yeah. I feel like you have someone in mind or a type in mind, but it's a high vibing type because they said profile workout. So it lets me know the type of person that you're interested in. You could be dating right now, but the type of person, or this could be a job or career, I don't know. But something that you're interested in, I feel like that's what you're going to get. Like, you know, whatever this profile is that you have in your head or that you set up for whatever the fuck, I feel like that's what you get. Now, some of y'all get got because some of y'all people force this profile. Meaning like some woman tries to be the woman of your dreams and shit. You know what I mean? They do a lot to look like that or be like that or whatever. But shit, one night you're going to have to take all that shit off, girl. Okay? That's how I look at it. One night you're going to have to take them lashes off, that foundation, that concealer, the contour, the wig, the faja, the motherfucking net. Like, it just go on and on and on. And no disrespect to people that have that shit on, but man, these men getting disappointed like a motherfucker. Okay? You have to sleep in all that shit to keep this man, whoever I'm picking up on. You got to sleep in the faja, the makeup, the wig, everything. That's why I said some men getting no air. Okay? It's not though. Something not getting ventilated properly with all that shit on, okay? And it's hot out too? Hell no, this the sun. It could be somebody's older. You know, you don't smell people online. You know, and this could be like you get around somebody and it's like, oh, hell no, you know? I see you playing it cool, but I feel like you're never going to talk to someone again, G, after you meet them. Some of y'all are meeting somebody for the first time, okay? It's just not going to work out. Others of you, this could be a family reunion, you know? Kids there, families there, y'all exchanging shit or whatever this is. I see a good time at like a family function. Somebody bringing fruit salad or brings you some fruit salad. Hot, it's spicy. So I don't know, it must be some tahini on it or some chili. I don't know. It sounds good though. Like a spicy fruit salad. I don't know. Or I don't even know what that means. Let's move on. You seeing some strange folk at the family reunion that didn't look like that last year, okay? Or you look different this year. Somebody's like not Samantha, they're like Samuel now. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay. All right, it's gonna take some getting used to, but oh, that's what's up, cuzzo. Yeah, some shit like that. Damn, in the next 7 days. I feel like you need to work on your face, Divine Masculine, as far as I feel like you need to work on your face as far as your facial expressions when you see some shit that like kind of rub you the wrong way or it shocks you or it stuns you. Your face say it all, bro. You cannot hide that shit, okay? I'm laughing because I feel like I'm one of them people, like it's written all over your face and shit. Even though you're like, oh, thank you for the cookies, right? Or however you say, you probably don't say it all moist like that, but you know what I mean, right? But somebody just showed you the cookies with the hair in it like 15 minutes ago. So when you say, oh, thank you for the cookies and shit, your face says, I'm not about to eat this shit. Even though you're saying, oh, thank you for the cookies. This person can feel it. They see it all on you. Y'all ain't able to lie. You guys are horrible liars, Divine Masculine. I hope you're not lying like, you know, on some other shit, but even like just trying to be polite, you're horrible at lying, G. Horrible at that shit, okay? It's all over you. That's funny. Woo. You crack me up, guy. Something about a rug in front of the oven. Somebody may gift someone a rug or like a decorative pillow or something. I don't know. I feel like somebody's having a housewarming party or something or some shit like that. Put something on the toll house here. What is this? Is this good shit or is this something taking a toll on the house? Cause fur-ridden cookies damn sure will. Okay, somebody baby got allergies. Don't be giving that baby them cat hair cookies. That baby got allergies. Okay, Put some on the 10 of cups. This is a really good school. All right, shit. This cat hair free. That's what this is. These are good cookies. You can eat them. Okay, for sure. Some of y'all live in a really nice neighborhood, divine masculine or divine feminine. Like, you know, like the school bus comes and gets your kids. Some of you guys could be a stay-at-home dads or moms or something like that, or single dads or some shit like that. But I feel like you live in a really nice neighborhood, like really beautiful homes. The lawns are taken care of. You know, the sun shines bright. Neighbors are good. They say hello. You know, like it feels good. Yeah, let's just roll with it, bro. Maybe it's just your time to just, you know, like, damn, can we enjoy it none? Let's see. Let me not fuck it up. Because this the shit I be skeptical of. Like, it ain't no crime in this motherfucker at all. Shit, that's scary. From where I come from, like, I need to hear a helicopter or something. You know, a siren or something. Let me know I'm, you know, you're still in the city. Some of y'all leave the city and it's hella quiet. And I feel like it takes some getting used to, or this is wherever you're going for your family reunion. Some of you guys could be going like down south or something and you live in like a big city where it's just hustle and bustle all the time. And when you get there, you don't hear shit but crickets. You know what I mean? At nighttime, it's dark in that motherfucker. Ain't no street lights or nothing, okay? I feel like you guys enjoy yourselves. So shout out to the south because I feel like that's where this is. Or like the Midwest or something like that. But like in the fields and shit, okay? Side note. I do feel like you do go to this school, so hello, Sam. Okay, something with you and a divine feminine, possibly, or a divine soulmate. This soulmate may be gifting you something, or you're gifting this soulmate something, or somebody is now starting to see what some divine counterpart situation was about. So maybe you thought somebody was trying to do some shit to you, and I feel like now that you've, I don't know, in a better place possibly, or you feeling better, you may be realizing like, damn, she was actually trying to like love on me and help me and shit. Somebody could have been too forceful though. This could have been a divine feminine or some woman and shit that was like way too forceful, because it's forced to see, like want you to wake up or want you to see she's the one and all this other shit, and you may have been like, it rubbed you or this is what's going on. But because that Divine University bus came out is why I'm saying it could be my homegirl, and she was just getting frustrated because she knew more about the situation than you did, and you were acting like you was like on some like tard, you know what I mean, some short bus shit. You know, like this type of shit. Like, I don't know what's wrong with them, you know? And maybe you just awakened slower than she did, okay? But I feel like you took something the wrong way. But in your defense, I do feel like this divine feminine could have been a little bit pushy, or, you know what I mean? Like a little bit forceful, or in some type of way, or shit, maybe she just shined too bright and you wasn't ready for that shit. Now, if it ain't a divine feminine, it's just some forceful woman and shit that pop up at your house and bring you shit, and you know what I mean? I'll take your kids to school. They don't need to get on the school bus. Like this type of shit. Always present ass bitch. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, do you just sleep outside my house? I wouldn't be surprised, bro. If you got like a stalker on your hands that's always available and shit. I can do it. I can take them. I can do it. I can. And this type of shit and shit. Like, girl, something wrong. Yeah, it's like trying to force their way into your life and shit. I feel like you let her too. For some of the things, you like, I really don't feel like, you know. But look, be aware of letting some woman do some shit for you when you know this woman's intention is like to get in your life and be like connected to you romantically. Man, be aware of letting her do that shit. Because you just want your laundry done. She looking at it like wifely duties. And you not looking at it like that. You looking at it like, I didn't really feel like doing that shit. And she offered. So that's why I let her do it. This woman thinks she moving in, bro. Okay? Be aware. In the next 7 days. Asking women to, well, I don't know if you asking them. They could be volunteering. But be aware of letting them, G. This is like a way of getting in. I can cook you dinner. You like shit, I am hungry. You know, when you let her cook dinner and she like, boom, I'm in there. No, you not, girl. You literally just made this man dinner. Okay? Men think totally different. It's like not as complicated as women make it to be. It's very simple. And not to call you simple-minded divine masculine, but you really mean what you say. Even if it's in the moment. You could change your mind tomorrow. Like, you could be very fickle. Our men just are. But in the moment, Like when this man says, sure, Tina, you could cook something. Tina think this a date. You like, nah, I'm hungry and I can't cook. Shit. So Tina says she would. Be aware, bro, of accepting some shit from somebody. It's this, you gonna hurt this woman's feelings is what you gonna do. And she gonna be forced to see, like, this ain't what she thought it was. She literally, I thought, was just cooking me pork chops and shit. No, them pork chops got meaning behind it. Them pork chops was made with love, bro. Okay? Oh, y'all better stop using these women. Yeah, halt. Yeah, you better stop it. This the glitter glove. I told you. Something about somebody wearing a glove. I told you. And they take that shit off. Well, this a chick taking some shit off is what this is. Let's see. Yeah, and it was all cap, G. All of that shit. Oh, hell no. Yeah, some of y'all, this is about somebody's looks or their body or some shit like that. And it may not be bad. I don't feel like it's necessarily bad. I just feel like it doesn't fit the profile picture. That's all. It's like you would have been more, or you weren't. I don't know. Like, susceptible to like, or open to talking to this person, dating this person, getting to know them if you like really saw like the true them. So I don't know if y'all, you can't even FaceTime people no more without no filter or them looking like somebody, you could put a whole nother face on and shit, so I don't even know about the FaceTime no more. It's getting tricky out here. Okay, so I don't know. But yeah, when you see them, you're not happy. Okay, you not. You gonna cut this shit short too. This fucked up, bro. Oh shit. Some of y'all gonna tell somebody to text you and shit. I don't know how you do it, but you tell somebody to text you and like it's an emergency and you gotta go, and you leave this person wherever y'all meet up, G, and you never talk to this motherfucker again, G. Okay? And they forced to see like what this was. Like, I guess he didn't like me, but girl, you knew you came, you know what I mean? Not looking like that picture, girl. Okay? What is this? Put some on what's in the box? Let's see. Some about kids in summer school. Yeah, you may meet somebody. If your kid is in summer school and you pick your kid up from school or something like that, like it's like a bus. I don't know, it's a bus stop, but I feel like this bus takes kids to like a certain location and then the parents come pick them up or some shit like that. You may meet somebody, like another kid's parent. You may hit it off, like both the kids in summer school. And you may meet somebody. Side note, what's in the box now? I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Some of y'all is like fruit bars or sorbet or some type of ice cream or I don't know. It's damn sure hot as fuck. Wherever you are, Divine Masculine, it's hot as fuck. I done seen the sun twice, ice cream, or whatever. Lieutenant Dan. Yeah, this codependent woman. Ice cream. Yeah, and I'll never get that with this card. Remember, that's why I'm telling you, G. Be aware of accepting something from somebody. That's like, I feel like though. Even though you like, no, I just was in the mood for pork chops and Brenda said she cook them and that's why I let her do it. I didn't leave Brenda on. Yeah, but like, Shekinda, you did though. Brenda ain't cooking pork chops for everybody on the motherfucking block, is she? Well, then I'd be like, well, okay, she just the pork chop cooker, But nah, Brenda going out her way to do all this shit for you, and this is somebody you're not attracted to. Be aware of doing this shit. Or be aware of somebody doing this to you. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know if you're using them or not, but it's like, in a man's defense, he really don't know no better. His mind literally is just on pork chops. That's all he heard. He not thinking about no relationship, no date, nothing. He heard pork chops, rice, and you cooking and I'm not? Cool, I'm with it. Anybody could have said that to him. This woman take this like, I'm going to be his wife, But be aware of somebody doing this to you, though. Because you're being used, okay? This woman, I don't know. Somebody out here is being like, I don't know. If a woman is doing this to you, you could be a sucker, G. I'm gonna keep it real, Like you cooking her pork chops and shit like that. Because I feel like she don't pay no attention to you. This like somebody treat you mean or talk to you all crazy, So I don't know. Somebody out here is like, I don't know, bruh. Okay? Some of y'all kids come home dirty as a motherfucker from camp, school, or whatever. They just Dirty, G. Okay, from sand, water, juice, popsicles. Well, they done had a good ass time. Okay, your kids wherever they coming home from. Okay. Something about a couple screaming. It's something about two people upset and yelling somewhere too. Okay, they live in a nice neighborhood. So shit, something about domestic violence or some type of verbal assault on somebody. Like, you know, in them quiet neighborhoods, you can really hear that shit. That's why I said something about somebody being, I thought you were going to the down to the south. But some of y'all could just be in a real nice suburban area that like there's never any noise going on and you gonna hear two people arguing and yelling and shit. This like people coming outside, or it's gonna be some furniture moving in that motherfucker. Yeah, something about Bernie Mac, but something about some furniture moving, okay? It's some domestic violence going on in like suburbia, which not that it's not unheard of, but it got neighbors like, you know what I mean, coming outside like, what the fuck? Yeah. Damn. Why they screaming and fighting? She let that juice box drip. Oh, well, that's the why. Okay, that's what that is. Somebody been giving away something to somebody. Somebody been sleeping with somebody here. Okay. A man been sleeping with another woman. A woman been sleeping with another man or a woman. I don't know. Or something slips out. Somebody accidentally tells on themselves or some shit like that. And then start a whole argument. Somebody could call somebody else's name. Like, oh, Roger, you're so funny. Like, Roger, who the fuck is Roger, bitch? Like, oh, I meant to say Rodney. No, bitch, but that ain't what you had said. You had said Rajette. I'm Rodney. Yeah. She let that juice box drip. Now you know wisdom and knowledge. Ugh. Somebody been laying pipe. Okay? Ooh. Maybe some of y'all knew this or had a feeling, or somebody knows this about you. Profile workout. So somebody knew. Like kind of had an idea of who it was. Or who somebody was messing around or sleeping with and shit. They weren't sure, but they just had an idea. Yeah, somebody gonna see this shit. Damn. It's a whole scandal going down, bro. A whole scandal going down, bro. Nah. For real. One of your kids gonna get... I like your kids only because they don't... This how I know they're like being kids. Even though y'all be mad, but I don't have kids. That's why I be laughing. But I be pissed off too. This them spilling shit on your nice yellow, white... whatever color couch. It's a real nice too, divine masculine, divine feminine. I'm talking about they get popsicle, juice, fudge, whipped cream, juice, everything all on that motherfucker. It's like, damn, I can't never keep shit clean with your ass around. The shoe marks, I don't know what they do. They so cute, but damn, I know y'all like, I can't wait till y'all go back to school and they just got out, G. Summer vacation just started for y'all's babies. Maybe like a month. You got like a month or two left. Some of y'all like, man, I can't wait till they little ass go back to school. They spilling shit everywhere, G. Everywhere. Damn. It's funny to me, but I know you like, fuck. Every summer and shit, something get ruined. And shit, it does with your kids. Why the fuck you got a white or a yellow or a tan couch or some shit around kids? I don't know. You need something with plastic on it or black. So shit you could spray. You need pleather, my guy. Yeah, with these kids and shit. So shit you spray some 409 on it. Wipe that shit down, get the shine back, cause they ruin the fuck out. They ruin the fuck out of this shit, G. They do. Somebody scrubbing too. Profile workout. Somebody scrubbing that stain. Like, nah, this gonna come out. I saw this online. They said put a little this, put a little that. I mean, it come out, but then they leave a cleaner stain. It's like now it's light, a big light yellow spot on sun yellow and shit. Now you just scrub the color out. Something like that. So, or somebody out here bleaching. Okay, let's move on. Bleaching their skin, I mean. You know, so somebody could be lighter or dark. It's something about a filter where somebody's lighter than what they look like online, or they darker, or they not. I don't know, bro. Okay, it's messy, Jesse. Put some on Force to See. This shit funny. Yeah, it's your little kids. Told you. This is my all cap card. Somebody out here is a liar. I told you something with that woman has. Okay, but they all cap. When you see them, it's like seeing somebody and everything was a lie. It's like somebody taking the cap You ever seen them wigs, divine masculine, divine feminine, where the hair be attached to the hat? You know, they cute. You know, they could be a hair day where a woman just puts it on like, no, I'm gonna put this, you know, the hair is attached to the hat. But this is like you meeting a woman and shit. And y'all go to wherever the fuck. And she like, it's hot. And she take the hat off and the hair attached to it. Y'all not that comfortable yet, G. Okay? Somebody may feel too comfortable around you right now, divine masculine, and something could be new. You know? I don't know. Or it's hot. Shit. She can keep 2 layers of... That's 2 layers. That's hair on top of cap. Okay? Hell no. It's too hot for that shit. Somebody take the whole shit off, G. Now, I also feel like somebody gonna see that somebody is a liar, G. That's just what this is. Forced to see that somebody all cap. They just full of lies and shit. And that could be why these 2 people arguing in this nice neighborhood and shit. Or that's how they like to come off. Like, oh, we're a perfect happy family. A son and a daughter, a cat and a dog, a white picket fence. Everyone goes to private. It's like this type of shit. Man, they up in there fighting like cats and fucking dogs and shit. Okay? Somebody's little kid is watching this shit go down too. Somebody's little son. Okay, they just, I don't know if it's a little baby, but they showing me like a little baby propped up on the couch, and it's so little. You know what I mean? Like, I guess the parents assume that the baby don't know what's going on, but because the baby can't talk. But the baby just watched the mom and the daddy yell at each other back and forth and say all types of shit. Okay, so maybe that's why it stains all on the couch. The baby sit there most of the day. That's fucked up. But yeah, it's like somebody leave a baby on the couch all the time. And so you can tell because there's nothing but stains in one little section. Oh, poor baby, but hey, I'm just a reader. Yeah, this the mama doing this shit. This the mother hen. Yeah, it's the mama doing this shit. Oh, whenever they come out, I know I'm spot on. Damn, you trifling bitch. Anyway, let me see where you are, divine masculine. I mean, I know you in here somewhere, bruh. Something about a bus driver yelling at the kids too. Damn, this the bus driver yelling at the kids. Now I don't know if the kids was yelling at the bus driver. You know how shit is. Little unruly kids and shit beating up on the bus driver, the teacher, something like that. I see a fight where an adult beats up on a kid or a kid beats up on an adult. Okay? I don't know if this at summer camp with your kids, regular school, maybe they on a different track season. I don't know, or something. Okay? Somebody doesn't want you to find something out, divine masculine or divine feminine. Somebody keeps trying to hide something, hide behind something, or try to hide something in something. Didn't y'all have the food conversation? It's like somebody trying to put a cap on you seeing something that they put in something or that they were involved. So somebody trying to remove themselves from a situation, you know what I mean, that they were involved in, and make sure you don't see that they were involved in all this other shit. Somebody trying to do this shit. Or this is somebody trying to get you to accept something that doesn't look like what they're presenting you. Yeah, which is like the whole woman and shit with the fake profile picture and shit. You know? And it's like when they see you and shit, you know, and they don't look like the woman you were talking to, they like, well, what does it matter anyway? It's about personality. Not right now, bitch. You're a liar. You all cat, bitch. It would be about personality if you met me the right way, like as yourself, and then we got to know each other, and then I'll be like, oh, she kind of cool. But no, bitch, you look like a whole different bitch. Like, hell no, G. What is this, bro? Y'all better stop meeting them women's is online, okay? And women's is, y'all better start using your real faces and bodies and shit, okay? And all that other shit, okay? Because I don't understand what y'all expect to happen when it goes down. That's the part I'm confused about. Y'all be looking good as fuck with the filter, the faja, the wig, all that shit. You know, like a whole different bitch. I'm be like, damn. But I'm like, then what though? Like, I'm sure you're doing that, like, you know, to go out, look beautiful. But if a man approaches you, talking to women, and he's like, hey, what's up? And you look like that. Believe me, I told you men are simple-minded. He expecting you to really look like that all the time, or at least very similar, you know? And then you take all that shit off, and it's like, then you want to be mad at him and cuss him out. You the one that was fraudulente? For real. How you mad at him for seeing not liking the real you that he wouldn't have been attracted to in the first place had you not had all that shit on? How is that his fault? You're the one that has false advertising, not me. Yeah, I agree with you, divine masculine, in that aspect. Yeah, that's false advertising and shit. Now, yeah. Maybe you show somebody that. You know what I mean? Like, well, shit, I can't be the man you expected me to be when we were talking online because you're not the bitch you're not the same bitch. Why would I? No, you're not the same person, so I'm not the same person. You could be very disrespectful to somebody you meet online that's not either them at all, or it's just too much filter XJ100 soft lens glam on that motherfucker where you like, I'll be damn. Yeah, bro. Be aware. Put something on the damn, where is this man? What are we asking? Where is he? Because this is a shame. Where is he? Told you he was exercising on that damn Peloton. Told you. This is you being stuck though. That's like stuck somewhere, not like making moves but not going anywhere. Because you know the stationary bike, you just pedal but you're not actually like going anywhere. Right? That's like what this is. Being stuck but kind of doing the same thing. Yeah, you about to pack it up, bro. You about to kick this shit to the motherfucking curb. I can't keep doing this. Or this is somebody saying this to you, or you saying this to somebody. Like something keeps happening. Like somebody says they're going to do something different, but they keep doing the same thing and shit. And it's like, we're not going anywhere. Like, I'm done with this shit. I'm, you know, maybe you've been reconciling with somebody. And it's like every time they say they're going to change, or you say you're going to change, or both of y'all say that, and it never does and shit. Y'all still arguing, but having more kids, and kids watching y'all box each other up and all this other shit. And it's like, man, I can't do this shit no more. Somebody's moving out. Somebody's not going to stay with someone anymore. That's somebody that's like deciding to stay somewhere else. Or somebody getting kicked the fuck out and gotta leave, G. If it's that whole, somebody been in somebody else's juice box and all that other shit, yeah, somebody gonna get kicked out or something like that, okay? If that's not the case, these are people that argue and fight and somebody just decides they can't stay there anymore because it's just a toxic environment. They don't even sleep well in that shit. Yeah, and somebody sleeping with somebody else anyway. So shit, somebody gonna go stay with somebody else. So if somebody's been cheating on somebody and their significant other finds out that they've been cheating and they tell them, get out, get your shit. Yeah, wait and exhale. I don't know. Somebody they could be Angela or some shit like that, right? Or Bernice or something like that. Bernadine, Bernard, something like that, right? But if somebody tells somebody get their shit and get out because they've been cheating, they go to whoever they've been cheating with. That's who they go to. So, I mean, they like, that's okay. I'll just go stay with that motherfucker that I've been cheating on you with. And they really do. Wow. And they go out and go out on the town and everything. Like somebody didn't just like break up or divorce or separate from their significant other for cheating. They go to that motherfucking house and they have a ball, G. So I'm not condoning that, but I'm like, damn. Talking about getting over something really quick, okay? Or at least that night, I don't know. Wow. All right, let's see where else you are now. You may feel stuck somewhere. You may feel like you're going insane because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So you may feel like you're going insane somewhere, like in some place that you have to keep going to all the time. You feel stuck. This could be at your job. This could be... But I saw y'all moving. So yeah, so something's changing. So it'll all work out. Yeah, the profile. So maybe you're like, man, I saw myself a single or with somebody else or married to somebody else or living in a whole nother state, working at a different job and shit. You know, but where you are right now, that's not what's going on. But I feel like it motivates you to like leave and like take some steps to get there. I feel like you get a glimpse of your future too, like Divine Feminine did. Psychiano. Yeah. Put one on this Peloton now. I hope I see some fireworks tonight. I'm recording this, 4th of July night. But I hope so. It wasn't that spectacular last year, and I got like a wonderful view and shit. And there's nothing, G. It was nothing last year, like a couple of them. So I don't even know, I ain't heard shit. I heard firecrackers, but I haven't seen fireworks. So I don't know. Maybe you bored in some shit. You know, people say, yeah, there's no fireworks here. Like when we first got together, it was fireworks. Maybe you just like burnt out. Y'all argue all the time, you know, work. I don't know. Somebody could be just, somebody could be married, and I don't really want to get into that. As far as I've never been married, but I do get tired of people though. But I feel like, you know, that's just bound to happen in a marriage. So I don't know if that goes away, where you just tired of a motherfucker, tired of looking at him, tired of, you know. But it's like I still love him and I don't want to go anywhere. Or somebody's like, no, I'm just literally tired of this motherfucker. So I don't know. I don't want to get in that. But somebody feels that way. I just don't know if it's part of the process or, you know what I mean, of whatever the fuck, or if somebody's just like knows that it's not for them. You took me riding in a rocket, gave me a star, but then a half a mile from heaven, you dropped me back down to this cold, cold world. Yeah. So somebody has that false advertising, I said. So somebody's not who they claim to be, divine masculine, and you feel like you got stuck with that person. This person don't even make your rocket go up. You know? This somebody make false promises and shit. You took me riding in the rocket, gave me a star. You told me that was your body, lady. And then you took that apparatus off and everything just fell apart. A half a mile from heaven, you dropped me back down to this cold, cold world. Yeah, some of y'all are disappointed with somebody, or you will be in the next 7 days. But you feel stuck with this shit now. Your name could be Stevie or Steven or Steve. Yeah, man. Some of y'all can't take it no more. This feels like a relationship where y'all just argue constantly, you know? But it doesn't really come off like that to the public because of who you are, where y'all live, or the type of jobs or some shit like that. But it's nothing but like turmoil and chaos in this motherfucker, and little kids that sit there and watch this shit. So maybe if this is not you, this is somebody you hang around or you related to, and this says you gonna stop coming around these motherfuckers. Like, it's depressing, G, you know? It's like, you know, like it's y'all are about to put a stop to something though. You're either well, I feel like you are, because I'm picking up on you making new moves and shit. But some of y'all like feel stuck in this shit and you're gonna put a stop to something. Some of y'all just stay stuck in this shit and just live an unfulfilled life, because that's what it is. Like, you just keep getting disappointed. Somebody's not gonna change. That's what this is, like life, motherfucker. Like, this is what it is, you know. And somebody's just like very unhappy in a relationship is what this is. But in your defense, somebody, well, I can't even really say that, because somebody did come off like, you know, like the perfect person, perfect job, perfect something. But I feel like had you dug a little big deeper, because that's how we started with them two dogs digging in the sand. Dug a little deeper, you would have seen that this person wasn't shit. Okay? So I feel like you believe somebody. You believe what they showed you or what they told you, or somebody did out here, divine masculine. I do feel like you get out of this, but I feel like you learn a harsh lesson and shit about appearances in the next 7 days. We're about to go to Patreon. If you'd like to follow us there, please click the link in the description box below this video here on YouTube to follow us on Patreon. If not, divine masculine, that's been your reading. Like I said, it may or may not have resonated with every single divine masculine. Still, thank you for visiting my channel, my Entrepreneur Not Tarot. Please hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. Again, info for private readings will be below the video. You can purchase your Gear Your Life Like Deck, your doll face deck at theghetto9.com, and I'll talk to you later. Love you, bye. All right, y'all. With the 10 of Cups, we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces there. I don't know. And then we got Leo with the Force to See, like the sun. And then the Cap, this is like Knight of Wands, like Sagittarius energy, okay? Like a young buck, a young kid, a knight, okay? Some little girl is gonna end up being like her mom, and her mom is very thirsty, G. Like, you know, like if somebody has a daughter and like you and this woman aren't together anymore, and this baby's mother chases men all the time and does whatever to keep them around, like always got niggas and boyfriends, you know, shit coming in and out, and like always catering to these men. Some little girl is gonna grow up like that too. This is like they gonna go with what they see. So she see her mama giving a bunch of shit to men, and or arguing with men, or moving in with them, or letting them move in, and all this other shit. She bound to be just like that, G. Okay, side note. Or it's a son, you know what I mean, that's gonna scream and women and all this other shit because his daddy screamed and all. You know, it's like it's some type of perpetual cycle. Yeah, a cycle that perpetuates, they said. Yeah. Maybe that's why you want to leave, or I mean, it's a good reason. It's like I don't want my kid to see this, you know what I mean, or see two people together. Like, and I feel that way too, even though I don't have kids. But if I had like a baby's daddy, that like where I was arguing back and forth and shit, to me, right, just in this mind that I have, it's like I would never want my kid to ever be with somebody like that. Like, you know, I'd be so overprotective that I wouldn't even want them to see this shit because I don't want them to think that shit's cool. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like whoever this is going through this thinks that it's cool and want their kids to see it, but it's like part of the program now. That's their life. You know what I mean? So it's just like every day, you know, it's like taking your shoes off. It just happens every day. Somebody out here is like in a real toxic relationship, okay? Divine masculine, you or a family member possibly. This could be your own child or, like I said, a baby's mother or some shit like that, or a baby's father, divine feminine. Again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, Sagittarius energy out here. Could be an Aries as well, excuse me. That ice cream is giving me like aggressive, like 5 of Wands energy. So I'm really picking up fire with that. So it could be an Aries as well. That's all that's missing because Leo and Sagittarius is out here. This could be an Aries man that just talk all crazy to like a Leo Sagittarius woman or some like dictator or somebody or some shit like that. Talk to motherfucker like they his motherfucking kids and shit. Look at this. This a man talk to a woman like she the kid and shit, or you do divine masculine. Somebody talk to somebody real motherfucking crazy, as my mama and them would say, talk to me like I got a tail and shit. Yeah, okay? Don't talk to me like I got no fucking tail. Yeah. Oh. Mm-hmm. There's a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a Sagittarius lying about where they live or lying about their family or where they grew up or some shit like that. I don't understand the point of that, but they are. They lying like a motherfucker. They want you to believe something or some made up story about somebody or something, or it's a Leo. All that shit fake, okay? It's all fake. Here go that shit again, divine feminine. Remember when I was like at the end of your reading? I was like, somebody out here is like screaming at their son or hitting on a little boy. There it is right there. Screaming at the son. Some little kid. Yes, a little boy. Getting abused out here. It could be by the mama and the daddy, or the mama and the little kid get abused. I don't know. Something out here with domestic violence, okay? This best to not have been you, divine masculine, okay? Maybe this is somebody that broke up with you and went somewhere else because you took me riding in the rocket, gave me a star. So this could have been somebody you were with and you treated very well, but they went to somebody else. And whoever they went to was whipping up on their ass and abusing their kids and everything. You know, some shit like that. Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Somebody damn sure is getting like verbally or physically abused in a home. For sure, okay? And damn sure some kids are involved, for sure, okay? A little girl and a little boy, or just a little boy. Damn, what the fuck you got going on? Rolling, somebody's name could be Roland, but I heard Roland. Yeah, somebody high. I don't even know if they still call it that, but it's like when the pill really kick in and shit. You know, like we rolling now, you know? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. Or this is somebody that you thought was just fun and outgoing, and you find out they pop pills and they a dope head. That's why they so hyper and happy and shit. You like, what the fuck? I thought you was just high vibing, bitch. She high, not vibing though. Oh wait. It's something you didn't know about with somebody. Divine masculine, divine feminine, but it's because you haven't been in this person's presence or got to see the real them. That's the only reason why. And this person could have done that on purpose, like make sure you never got too close, saw where they really live, saw this, saw that, but somehow you get a glimpse or you see this shit and they're right. They were right to try to hide it from you because they knew you wouldn't like this shit or appreciate it. It's a big fucking turnoff. It's a big turnoff. Especially, I feel like somebody out here is just a liar, and that's damn sure a big fucking turnoff. Because what's the point? You know what I mean? Of lying or hiding who you really are, what you really do. Because if you want us to get close, right? The way this feels like a romantic situation. How the fuck I'm supposed to get close to you and you ain't even showing me the real you? That means the person I'm getting close to don't even fucking exist. So what the fuck you expect? Yeah, this like this type of shit. Damn. This crazy. Y'all damn sure could have been dating somebody online, brother. Okay? Damn sure. Something about seeing a bus. You could be seeing school buses. Yeah, maybe that's the profile workout. Maybe y'all been seeing a lot of school buses, but it will be a weird time to see it because school is out. So you're like, damn, I wonder why I keep seeing all these school buses. This is a really good school. Welcome to Divine University, baby. I love when I see them. I love when I see a school bus and shit because it's just a reminder like, yep, okay, I'm going the right way. Like this is, you know what I mean? This that higher learning type shit. Yeah, some of y'all could be seeing a lot of school buses. You too, Divine Feminine. Okay, it's weird, but that's what they're saying. Put some on this bus here with the 10 of Cups. What's going on now with this here? Is this a short bus or this the Divine University bus? Let's ask, because they ain't all good buses, okay? You damn sure own it. You, whenever this card comes out, you are the sweet one. Yeah, somebody's name could be Tommy or Thomas, okay? You are the sweet one. Yeah. So this is you on the bus, Divine Masculine. So yeah, if I'm talking to you, this real good. 10 of Cups. Something about you feeling at home or finding a place or someone or a group of people or that job or this community or something that feels like home. And somebody mad at you about that. Some of y'all could be dating somebody. Or Divine Feminine, you could be dating somebody that's mad that you're spiritual or that you're part of the spiritual community or whatever the fuck. Or that you watch me. Somebody damn sure could be pissed off that somebody here watch me and shit. Because you know we undefeated in this motherfucker. We'll read a motherfucker down to they bone marrow in this bitch. For real, okay? So a lot of people done woke up here in the convent and shit, and your spouse done got mad that I heard, yeah, listening to that nun bitch. Yeah, that's what somebody man called me, that nun bitch. Or some woman or some shit. Bitch, fuck you, motherfucker. Anyway, that's what this is. People getting in arguments, but it's because people third eyes getting open and they starting to see the real, and that people being exposed for lying. Yeah, some about you, Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine in tarot land, or you watch specific readers, or you're intuitive yourself. I don't know if you have cards or you just know how to tap in, but somebody's upset that you can do that shit. But this is a really good school. Like it's just part of the criteria. The curriculum, I should say. Not criteria, the curriculum. Yes, exactly. It just come with the territory. Yeah, it's causing a problem. Your divinity, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Your awakening, your knowing, your third eye, your chakras and all this other shit being aligned or opened and shit. It's spilling over into somebody's relationship here and it's causing problems. But it's because somebody being exposed for being a liar here. That's why. That's the only time the truth will bother somebody is if they're a fucking liar. You know what I mean? People that keep it real 100 and shit, when they see people that are tapped in and can read their energy, they get real excited. Like, wow, okay. Like, what do you pick up on me? You know, real good people that have like good energy and you tell them like, yeah, I can, you know, I'm a reader or I'm whatever if you are, or just whatever. You're just good at with energy. You know, you can just read energy very well. And people say, well, what do you pick up on me? Right? You can kind of know like, okay, this person kind of open and receptive. Sometimes you'll get just somebody that just don't know no better and you be like, hell no, you fucked up. Okay, this ain't for play. But others of you will notice that if you are that type of person, this the type of motherfucker that's gonna avoid your ass all night. They gonna call you a demon, all types of shit. It's always them motherfuckers and shit. That's not Christ-like, that's not Christian, that's not this and shit, none of this shit, because they don't want their energy, their aura, their spirit and shit. But you can look into them, this motherfucker eyes and can tell that. So this somebody will never look your ass in the eye, whoever this is, or they don't like to now, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, whoever this is, you can look in this person's eye and read everything on their ass. They hate that shit. This a motherfucker be done socked you in your eye for that shit. Black both of them motherfuckers. Bow, bow. You know what I mean? This somebody that react like that. Somebody out here is like upset at your awakening, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, for real, for real. Or this is happening to like a family member or something that's like catching on to something, waking up, coming to into themselves or something like that, starting to become independent, get healthier, and somebody is like getting very pissed off about that shit. Okay? I feel like it's brought on as a result of something. So somebody could have joined, I don't know, a men's group, a women's group, or like I said, you started taking care of yourself, working out, you feeling better, maybe you hanging out with a healthier crowd, and now that you've done that and shit, it's like you're starting to like feel better about yourself. Somebody that's connected to you, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, is upset, but they're upset at the community, the crowd, the gym members, the reader, whoever it is that's got you like on this path or that's awakened you with some shit like that. They pissed the fuck off. This could be a whole family, my G. This could be your family and shit. You know, like you see through all of them now, and it's like, oh wow, I'm kind of good. Yeah, and it's like they're mad, so they'll say it's probably that spirituality or that tarot land or that gym or that, you know, that meditation group or that whatever, that group he likes, you know, this type of shit. And it's not a negative thing. It feels very, man, the school bus came out. Okay? Hell no. It ain't a negative thing. It's just these lying motherfuckers or people that are doing shit behind closed doors, doing shit they ain't got no business doing, can't do that shit around you and can't hide it around you. That's why they don't like you being a part of some shit. Yeah, you can read the fuck out of a motherfucker. That's what this is, divine masculine. Oh. So when she tried to say, oh no, I didn't say Roger, I said Rodney and shit. Nah, bitch. I was already, it's like you already being suspicious of a woman dealing with somebody and all you were waiting for was like a confirmation, and she called you a whole nother man name and then try to gaslight you and tell you, oh nah bitch. Nah, you got me fucked up, ho. Okay? Yeah, man. Then she'll be like, that's because you've been over there listening to that nun bitch or whatever the fuck or some shit, or you've been whatever going to that church, or you know what I mean, ever since you did this or whatever. Somebody wants to blame their faults and their sins and they fuck shit on your healthy habits and shit. What kind of motherfuck shit is that? What? Bitch, sit down. Yeah, you probably cuss this hoe out, because I would, because that's some horrible gaslighting. That's what the fuck that is. Bitch, don't what? Yeah, it's gonna be you screaming, buddy. This you screaming. I scream, you scream. So shit, you gonna have an argument with somebody, divine masculine. You will. Especially if you're a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries. It's yeah. And unfortunately, your son or daughter or somebody is gonna witness this shit. Maybe you end up arguing with a baby's mother or something. Remember I told you I picked up on some woman leaving the kid at home alone? And this ain't no Kevin fucking McAllister. This a little baby or little kids and shit. They don't know how to defend themselves and set up the Hot Wheels and, you know what I mean? None of that shit. You know what I mean? They're not built like that. It's like you finding out that some woman left your kids at home, and then when you find out, yeah, you and her get into a real heated argument. Bitch, don't be leaving my motherfucking. You could have called me, bitch. My mama, anybody. Don't be leaving my kid here. Like, you know, this type of shit. I don't know how you find out, because this woman lied about it. Or try to say, they wasn't home that long. They was only here for 10 minutes. Like, bitch, I was on the phone with my son FaceTime the whole time that you were gone, bitch. I have it. I recorded the video, how long he was there by himself. Bitch, don't lie to me. Yeah, man. Oh. This could be in front of the kids. Something happened in front of some kids, G. Okay, it does. Damn, bro. Some of y'all are the ones screaming at your kids, okay? And you do go to the school. Maybe you're just frustrated, but still don't be yelling at them and shit like that. And this will be like because of something else, of course. It's not something they did. They always spilling juice and breaking your shit. What's new, pussycat? This ain't because of that. This will be because of a relationship. If this is not you, this is somebody else. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. For some of y'all, this is somebody you went to school with. That just, I don't know why they're talking about people you went to school with and shit, but it could be. Or some family members or something like that. Somebody is like in like an abusive situation out here, divine masculine, for real. It definitely has something to do with you. You could be an Aquarius as well. Aquarius, Pisces, Cusper, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe an Aries. Yes, bro. Yeah, some of y'all gonna see somebody is a liar, divine masculine, in the next 7 days. You are. And some of y'all are gonna tell somebody that's not what the reason is, that you don't fuck with them, or it's not that, but it is that. Some of y'all gonna see something about somebody and they're gonna be like, is it because of this? Is it because I took all my makeup and my wig and my girdle or whatever the fuck them things is called, right? All that shit off? And you're gonna be like, no, that's not why. But yes, it is. It says you're gonna lie when you see that shit. But I know why. It's like, because I don't want to get into it with no woman and shit about all that shit. Nah, I feel you. It's not really worth it. And you are a nice guy and shit. And it's like, I don't want to, you know. I feel you, bro. But be careful who you picking up in strange social media bars, bro. Okay, that's what this feels like. Like, I feel like you've been let down a few times, bro. Okay? I don't feel like your woman, you gonna meet them on social media. Like the real one. If you're not with your person, let me say that. And you say you're looking for somebody and you've been on like dating websites and social media and meeting people, I don't feel like you're going to end up being with somebody like that unless you've known this person prior to that. So like you know this person in real life and y'all are also friends on social media, then yes, in that way, meaning you've seen this person, I know this person, I met them in real life prior to this social media thing, then yes, possibly that. But just meeting the motherfucker on social media, somebody gonna be disappointed. That's why when I started to read, I was like, somebody better stop eating all these cookies because they gonna have man titties and a big ass, okay? And he came off all muscular, divine feminine. When you see him, you look past that motherfucker. You know, you look past that motherfucker. Like, I know Derek is supposed to be here by 3:15. And this man with these titties talking about, I am Derek. The fuck you are. This when you whip out your phone, bitch, and look at the profile picture, look at this man. Look at the profile picture, look at this man. Like, there's no fucking way this is you, Derek. It is. Okay? It damn sure is. Oh, hell no. Or Darlene. Shit, I don't know. It's something like that going on here. Oh. You end up mad, whoever that's for. This damn show, a catfish episode for sure. But the crazy shit is, hold on, let me ask. Is this really the person or somebody else's picture for that instance? Because then I'm like, that would be a catfish. 5 of swords. With the 10 of pentacles. And then you got the loving us, damn. I feel like somebody put a hella filter on that shit. Like, if you play your cards right. Like, you know, stretch out the nose, stretch out the body, make the lip bigger, clear up the face, do this, do that. Like, a lot of 10 of Pentacles, like, there's a lot of filters, like what celebrities do. You know, like filters, makeup, this and that. Yeah, like movie makeup. Yeah, it's filters. Okay, so it really ain't a catfish. It's just hella fucking, like, AI and shit. AI getting y'all fucked up or whatever that shit is. That shit be crazy and it looks so real. That shit looks so fucking real where I'm like, damn, how everybody's skin so pretty and shit. No, it's the Soft Glam 200X 5K Cinco say. I don't even know what that is and shit. But it be like that type of shit. And they use it all the time. It's like somebody subscribed to the filter. They bought the lifetime membership to the filter. So every time they take a picture, talk to somebody, it just is constantly on there. So yeah, you would think, that's why you would say, no, we FaceTime, man. Like, I have their number. We called on the FaceTime and like I talked to them. And that's how they looked on the thing. How are they doing? Man, AI a motherfucker, G. And that mother, I don't even know how you gonna get away from that. You have to see somebody in person. You would have to. Cause this is like you call somebody, like I'm gonna call them and that way they don't have time to put the FaceTime AI filter on it, cause I called them. When they call me, they can prep and get all that shit ready. This like you calling somebody and when their FaceTime is like set with the app and shit. It's set with the filter. So even if you call this person and spring up on them, that FaceTime app already set with a permanent filter for their face, G. It's something like that. So that's why you would say there's no way that this is them. I've talked to them like early in the morning when they just woke up out of bed and she was the most beautiful thing ever. I'm telling you, man, it was the Laser Glam 59AA-66. G, it was. That's what this is. You are pissed the fuck off. When you go meet this woman for yogurt or Go-Gurt or whatever the fuck y'all go eat and shit, some froyo, man, I'm telling you, you're going to be like sitting there eating your froyo like, I can't believe this bitch was all cap. Like everything, from the lip to the nose to the eyelid to the ears. Like, how the fuck is you filtering your ears? Yeah. Bro. I don't know, bro. Oh, put some on the ice cream now. Mr. Ice Cream Man. Somebody's selling crack in the park. Or some type of dope in the park. This could be in Louisiana. Somebody's name could be Percy. Okay, something about Master P. But somebody damn sure is serving in the park, G, where the little kids play and shit. What kind of shit? Okay? I mean, we talked about this in another reading where somebody was serving dope and they had their kids. But that's different. Like, I didn't have nobody to watch them, which I'm not condoning that, but that's different than just serving dope at a park where kids play. That's two totally different things, my G. And some people understand what I'm saying, some people won't. You know what I mean? Like, we out here, I'm trying to function and shit, get my baby some milk and some food and get some rent money. And can't nobody watch Tay-Tay, and I can't leave him at home. So that's why I'm in the park selling dope. But I ain't on the playground selling dope. Like, what is this? Yeah, man. Somebody out here, like, I don't know if they selling dope to kids or they're literally just selling crack, like, around where kids play and shit. And the little kids see this shit. Or shit, that's how y'all grew up? This like forced to see, because this is forced to see. So this will be in some neighborhood where it's like they don't have no choice. That's the only park we have, or you know what I mean? The young punks, right? They hang out where the kids play and shit and, you know, sell dope. It's like a bunch of gang members sitting on swings and shit selling dope. Okay, we've all seen it. I mean, in some places, you know, where it's like, damn, kids scared to go play and all this shit. I don't know what they talking about. This like parents getting angry and going, I don't know if you go to the council member to the school or somebody going up to some kid's school selling, I don't know what they doing, bro. Y'all and these kids, man. Be done kill some damn body over these damn kids, okay? Put some on the ice cream man now, or the ice cream woman, because that's damn sure who the fuck that is, okay? Shocking. Depending on where you live. Maybe this the suburban area. And that's why y'all shocked. You know what I mean? Maybe this like a real nice park, like a something national park. Man, there's a whole dope operation going on at that motherfucker where your kids skateboard and shit. This feel like a nice neighborhood, honestly. That's why I'm like, I don't feel like anybody be surprised for like some shit to be going on in like Darby Park, you know, whatever your park is in your neighborhood or wherever y'all live in whatever state. You know, like depending on where you live, right? If you are African American or a Latino person, you probably have a park in your area where you not surprised at a certain time of day, like they're probably gonna sell dope or something gonna happen up there. That's just where we live. That's just, you know, they ain't cleaned up the park. They ain't painted no shit. Ain't no new shit for the kids. The playground ain't really a playground. The swing's old. You know, like, we ain't surprised they selling dope and shit. You know what I mean? We're all in the park and shit like that. But this a nice place right here. This where the nice, you know what I mean, little nice, he was a skater boy, she said it. Like, these little kids go. Okay? And somebody up there straight, I don't feel like they really serving ice cream, G. I mean, it could be really nice. Remember, I was skeptical earlier. I'm like, this is like a wonderful neighborhood. School bus comes and picks up your kids. There's neighborhood watch. The ice cream man still drop. Maybe somebody does live in this town. Shit, it sound nice as fuck. This like the ice cream man come and park outside the pool where all the kids hang out, and soccer moms and dads are there to just make sure nobody comes and snatches up the kids, and they all have sleepovers. I mean, it sounds real nice, but I'm noticing, no disrespect to my vanilla kings and queens, but I'm damn sure noticing the color of all these people living this life, because I'm like, where they do this at? For real. And I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but I'm like, where the fuck is this? Because this, you could get like, maybe one of the ice cream truck, you'll get that where I come from. You get the ice cream truck. You will get the public transportation bus. That one will come through. Your mama gonna tell you don't take nothing from no strangers, no puppies, no candy, no nothing, none of that shit, especially at the motherfucking park, okay? And it depends on which park you are by. You may not even be allowed at that park, where I come from. That's why I'm like, oh, where is this nice town? Maybe this is where some of y'all are moving. This is like your kids don't have to grow up like how you grew up and how we grew up, some of us, right? It's like they don't even know shit about it. They never seen, you know what I mean, dope dealers in the park. They don't even... You know what I mean? They can't even conceive that. They be like, Dad, what are they doing there? You know? When we know exactly what the fuck they be doing there. But your kids can't even conceive that. Yeah, they little innocent minds. Aw. For some people. You know what I mean? Y'all living a really, like, good life where your kids have never been introduced to, like... Yeah, like I said, the ghetto bird and shit. When I said somebody may be going down south and they don't hear any sirens, no helicopters, no nothing, like no neighbors yelling, people pounding on the wall from the other apartment, like nothing. You know what I mean? Some people really have grown up like that. You know what I mean? It's like, man, it must be nice. Or the parks are put together, no trash, no graffiti, you know? No bullet casings in the street and syringe needles and all this other shit. For some, you know, for some people, like how motherfuckers grew up. It's like your kids don't know nothing about that shit. And that's good. For others of you, your kids know a lot about that shit. That's the second scenario. The other scenario is that they moving into y'all nice parks, G. That's what it feels like. So it's like that fentanyl, them pills and all that shit. So I don't know. This could be online. Y'all better watch these little kids. I'm seeing little kids make dope deals and like, yeah, I'll meet you at Smoky Forest National. Like this type of shit. It's not funny, G, but this is like, you know, like a bunch of kids or some people like selling pills in the park, but they laced some. It's a whole operation, G. Okay, and kids see them. I don't know if the kids necessarily know what's going on, but they know this. It's a lot of traffic and shit by the slide. Yeah, it is. It's a whole lot of foot traffic and shit by the slide and shit. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, man. Y'all be aware with these kids. You be shocked. You be appalled and shocked. Look at this. This you being shocked. Like, what? They are not at Smoky Forest National. Or at this camp y'all done sent y'all kids to. Okay? The ice cream man at that motherfucker, and I ain't talking about he ain't selling popsicles, G. Okay? Damn. Not the kids selling dope at the camp. I believe it, though. That makes sense, though. I mean, not like that, but it does, though. You know, like, you know, a world, it's easy, and it's pills. You know how easy it is to sneak some pills in somewhere? It's the marijuana that's a fucking problem and shit. But the pills are not a problem and shit. Yeah. It's little kids serving pills at camp, G. The Boys and Girls Club, the Girl Scouts, or wherever the whatever the fuck they part of. Ooh, it's gonna be some mad parents, of course. Like, why is my kid high in a fucking canoe? Yeah, man, it's not funny, G. But it's not on water though. They showed me a kid passed out in a canoe, but it's not on water. But the kid just sprawled out in that motherfucker, just passed out, G. Okay, I don't know if the kid was planning on canoeing. They didn't even make it that far. Somebody is like slumped, G. It's not funny. It really isn't, because we know it's killing. It done got some of my people. So it's really not funny, but I'm just like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nowhere safe for your babies and shit. It's wild. It's like I sent them to camp to get them away from the fucking city, and y'all out here serving them and shit. Yes, G. Okay, what the fuck? Oh no, Scorpio energy out here gonna be hot than a motherfucker. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius gonna be hot than a motherfucker to find this out about their kid. Okay, son or daughter or all the above. However many kids done went to, this could be summer school. I don't know where them kids going, but it's somewhere where they got drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, all types of shit. You know, it's like, damn. And your kid may have never been introduced to this, because that's what I'm saying. To me, I'm like, I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? But it's like the camp that our parents would have sent us to if you grew up like in an urban, or you know what I mean, or a city, big city or something. The camp or the programs our parents sent us to was like still in the same neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like, so it wasn't really like a big change. Like, yeah, they had activities, but you had to stay behind the fence because they were serving right outside them. Like, it's always been like that. This is some shit where like some parents pay some real good money and shit. Like, you know, they supposed to be riding horses and river rafting and all this other shit. And them kids getting kirked the fuck out at this motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, this sound like my vanilla kings and queens, or y'all with that real money. Okay? They get your kids out there getting high as fuck. Okay? Oh, wow. You ain't have to spend all that money. You could have sent them to the YMCA off of, what's that over there? What is any YMCA for that matter? Shit, pick one. You could have sent them to your local YMCA for that. For real. Okay? Damn. Somebody on cocaine. They said they not riding horses, but the white one they are. Ride the white horse. If you want to ride, you'll ride the white horse. Yeah, I don't know. These kids. This is the Prince of Wands, Knight of Wands, heavy Sagittarius, kid, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, kid, Leo. Yes, kid out here, okay? Damn. Lord have mercy. I ain't seen an adult yet, unless, I mean, yeah, and the adults will be mad. So the people aren't in on it. They are not, is what I'm saying. For whoever kid, I don't know why they harping on this. I don't have kids. It always blows my mind when they go so deep about y'all's kids, and I don't even have them and shit. But I'm like, word, this shit happening? The people involved in the camp or the program or the summer school or whatever, the people in charge, the adults, they don't know anything about this, okay? Even though y'all still gonna be mad at them. You know, it's gonna be like, how y'all not checking kids' backpacks and making sure, you know what I mean? Like, this is not happening. But they didn't have, it's not like no big operation like that. All them kids came up with this shit. This like, remember in Power, if y'all watched the one with Tariq, when they had the app and shit, and they was acting like they was, I don't know, selling books or whatever, or the course something. And they was acting like they was tutoring and shit, but they had code words for selling shit. These little motherfuckers smart, I tell you. Okay? They got whole that's y'all could probably be wondering why your kids have money and shit. Okay? For y'all kids that's running the shit, for real. I know some of our parents when we was growing up, like, where the fuck are y'all getting this money from? And you can't tell your parent what you doing or how you getting money and shit. So you gotta hide the money from your parent and shit. You know, hiding your shoes, hiding your good clothes, all this shit, because you ain't supposed to have that kind of money. I don't know. Y'all know, for some of y'all that know what I'm talking about, the way you grew up, some of y'all kids growing up the same fucking, they the ones running the damn operation. Look, pat your kids down. For y'all that grew up like that, man, pat your kids down. Even if you done moved your kid out of this neighborhood and shit, they got some of that, whatever the fuck you had in you, in them. And they out there damn selling to the Girl Scout Club and all this shit. They moving cookies, all right. Yeah, they sure are. It's like, we'll take the real cookies out, we'll put the dope in, we'll stand in front of the supermarket, and we'll tell kids to just come up to the supermarket. It looks legit, right? It's Girl Scout cookie season. They won't even notice. Yeah, and serving all the kids and all this shit. It's like, damn, not the Girl Scouts got a whole cartel and shit. Yeah, bro. I don't know. Let's move on. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I see some mad parents out here. Mad fucking parents out here. Damn, heavy Scorpio gonna be pissed the fuck off. Or Pisces. You, for damn sure, whoever that's for, okay? Because like I said, I don't have them. I would just be sitting, listening to the story when you tell me, like, no, you'll never guess what my son or my daughter did. And I'll be like, what? And you start telling me this shit, man, you probably get mad at me because part of me want to laugh, like, damn, not a little Tony Montana shit, little TJ. Yeah, you be like, man, it's not funny, and it's not, G, but fuck. You know, like, damn, you know? The inflation hitting every motherfucking body. Your kid's like, I refuse to get a job, but I'll get some money moving in this motherfucker, mom, dad. And they mean that shit. Some of y'all got little hustler-ass kids and shit. What the hell? Oh, no, man. Wow. Hold on one second. All right, y'all. You know what they telling me? They're telling me, because we started out the reading talking about profile workout. Some of your little kids could be getting profile. I don't know where they hang out. If your kids like out there in them streets and shit, some of them got a bunch of gold on, driving cars and shit that they should not be able to afford, but they are, and all types of shit. Your little kids being watched. Or this is somebody and they just coming up as a knight, divine masculine, divine feminine. If this is not a kid, I'm picking up on the kid because the way they move and shit. You know, or they move like dope boys and shit from back in the day, hood niggas, or what y'all call them, YNs and shit. Yeah, they moving like YNs and shit. If this is like a grown adult, like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, the Girl Scout Club operation sound better than this shit. You know, like, as far as selling at parks and all this other shit where kids actually play, or shit in front of their children and all this other shit. It feels kind of somebody watching somebody. It feels like, you know, I don't know, bro. Or this your kids out here getting it, okay? Straight getting it. Put some on the Force to See now with the cap. Alright. Man, I know what the fuck I be talking about. I said somebody being profiled or looked at, my G. They are. Okay? They are. I don't know if you are a part of this divine masculine. Yeah, because the Emperor is at the bottom of the deck. And the Empress. So this could be you and your baby's mama and shit. Or divine feminine is you and your baby's daddy. Y'all gonna have to come together to get CJ or Chuck or Charles or whoever Charlie I heard out of jail and shit. Because I don't know. Something with y'all kids. They losing their motherfucking mind this summer. Okay? Side note. Okay? Libra energy out here, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It also could be a lying ass Libra out here too. We got a Leo that's all cap, Sagittarius that's cap, and a Libra that's cap. Or these three signs are all together in on something. Not like they working together, but maybe all three signs are gonna be, maybe it's something significant about those signs. You could be, this person could be, where people are forced to see the other one for who they really are. But somebody gonna know somebody, a police officer too. This an undercover. They gonna see that shit. Somebody gonna serve to the police. Yeah, the ice cream man gonna serve the damn. I'll be damn. What is this, bro? Somebody gonna be shocked it's the police. You're gonna be shocked that they the police, G. That's what this is. Or they work for the feds or something, or it was a sting, somebody blows somebody's cover. What do y'all got going? Oh, let me see. I need to know where you are for sure now. This profile workout, I feel like somebody could work for like an agency where they like have them like, let me shut up. Where is he in this? Three of Swords, buddy. Damn, Divine Masculine. You could be a Libra. Or a Sagittarius or a Leo and have Libra in your chart. Or some karmic energy gets motherfucked, okay? Okay, some karmic energy that you connected to, that you're with, whether it's a friend, family member, lover, somebody is about to feel it, G. About to go through some real bad shit, okay? Somebody could have a tapeworm too, or some type of parasite or some shit like that, okay? Or somebody's gonna be forced to see who the parasite is, who this karmic parasite is, okay? That you've been sticking around or hanging around or some shit like that, okay? But this says that Three of Swords, that one specifically is like pain. Or this person lies or hurt something, or you didn't know, you didn't see the truth about something, and you may be hurt by this. It may cut kind of deep, whatever this is that you find out about somebody. It could be your kid. Like I said, you find out your kid moving dope at camp and shit. Yeah, it's embarrassing, I'm sure. I'm sure there's going to be some police shit involved. Hopefully nobody OD'd or died. It's like some shit like that where you like, fuck, like that shit, I had no fucking clue. Some of y'all need to be checking on y'all kids, G. You know, and some of your kids smart as fuck, where you not gonna find shit and they in the shit. Cause some of us was just that smart, you know, especially if your kid is a air sign. Yeah. Heavy Libra or a Leo or a Sagittarius and shit. They out here doing shit, okay? And you wouldn't even know. Or this is like finding out some shit in a court case is what this is. You know what I mean? Like the truth about something, some real shit comes out about somebody and you like, oh wow, you know what I mean? Or during a divorce or like a custody or some shit like that. Something's gonna hurt you, Divine Masculine, but it's more so like to find out something. Like it cut deep, my G, whatever this is that you find out. You could have went to school with some of these people or hung out with some of these people or whatever this is. Some of y'all are gonna go off on somebody, G. The tower with the ice cream is like completely busting a whole motherfucking nutty on somebody, G. Okay? Where the police come. This the police coming. Okay? So somebody calls. I don't know, somebody get cut, hurt, something. Be aware, bro. I don't know what you into. Okay? What the fuck is this? Put another one here. Somebody may try to attack you. Or you attack somebody. I hope not, but Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there's two people. Somebody gets the energy that they put. Somebody who put some energy out is going to get that energy back, okay? So somebody who hurt you and shit about to feel it, okay? So this could be something, I mean, it said you go to the school. Let's start over. It says you go to the school, so maybe you in your dorm room and shit, eating edibles and shit like the rest of us. You know what I mean? Not supposed to be eating sweets and shit because you just worked out. You and Divine Feminine, or you meeting cool people or whatever. You playing PlayStation and you screaming, go, go. Like, all, you know, enjoying your life. It could be something like that where you're not involved in this, but you're going to get some information. You're going to be forced to see or forced to hear something about somebody. And I feel like this person threw some energy at you. So some of y'all, something didn't even hit you, divine masculine. You're gonna hear some real fucked up shit about somebody, and you're gonna be like, damn, that's fucked up. I like got love, and you know what I mean, or whatever the fuck. Man, don't have no love for them, G. Something's gonna happen to somebody, or somebody's kid, or some shit like that. Something tragic is gonna happen to somebody, and you're gonna be like, man, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? It's something going on with that person and you though that you don't know, because this person was all cap and lying in your motherfucking face. Remember? So this person was attacking you in some type of way, and something real bad happens to somebody. Divine feminine kind of had the same energy too, and she didn't do shit. She wasn't returning nothing, doing nothing. She was just living her life, making healthier choices. Same thing with you. I see you chilling, especially if you left this situation or moved away or moved out or packed up your shit or stopped working somewhere or some shit like that. You're gonna hear about some tragedy, some energy going back to somebody. Okay, especially if you're a Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or this is their sign. Heavy Libra out here. Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Aries, Cancer, Pisces maybe. But yeah, man. Something about a bus that runs through a home or runs through a building as well. I don't know. It's some weird shit going on this summer. It's like, you know, like for y'all that live in LA, y'all remember when that man drove, or I don't even know if it was a man or a woman, but when they drove through the CarMax and shit off of what was that, like La Cienega? Yeah, like right by the Randy's Donuts and shit. When they drove through the fucking CarMax and shit, the man and shit, like just drove. It's not funny and shit, but it's just like some wild ass shit. It's like you wasn't expecting to see it or nothing. It's like you just clicked on or whatever. You just see a car plow through a fucking building, 10 of cups and shit, people screaming and running and shit. You like, is this real? You know what I mean? Like, what did I do to deserve this information? You just forced to see how crazy motherfuckers are, man. They about to go ham in this bitch in the summertime. Crazy ass shit, plowing through through crowds. Somebody's gonna drive through someone's home or through someone's building, but somebody damn sure gonna drive through a crowd, okay? Again, you know how they do that dumbass shit. Yeah, we gonna hear about that shit and see people screaming and all types of shit, okay? Damn, people nuts, bro. You may be just picking up on this energy and it can make you sad. Yes. For y'all that are empaths or intuitive. You know what I mean? See shit like that. Like, it's real fucked up. But that energy goes back to whoever did that shit. But I feel like you absorb it as far as like if you see it or hear about it, you definitely absorb the energy because you just got the information. I don't know how you transmute it and put it back out there, but it fucked motherfuckers up. I don't know. I don't know if it fuck up the people that you just seen on the news run over somebody or what. I don't know. But it's some crazy ass shit going on. Somebody out here is trying to destroy a Libra too. If you're a Libra, somebody's trying to destroy you. It's somebody watching you, or someone in here. You are trying to destroy a Libra or a Libra Scorpio cusper. Somebody is heavy on that Leo Sagittarius energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or the family of a Leo Sagittarius is trying to destroy a Libra or a Scorpio. So y'all be aware. Somebody whole motherfucking family don't like you, Libra gang, Scorpio gang. They hate your stinking fucking guts, G. Okay? Especially if you're intuitive or something like that. That's why they want to destroy you, because you picking up on shit that they don't want motherfuckers to get out. Okay? But the crazy shit is, whoever this is, where a whole group of people don't like you and they like, what the fuck this is? You know what I mean? They mad because you just pick up on game. I don't know if you said something. The police been watching these motherfuckers. The police watching them. The police been observing or surveilling or some shit that ain't got shit to do with you. So you're the least of their problems, Libra gang, Scorpio gang. Okay? For real. Yeah. You're the least of their problems. They watching everything these motherfuckers do. Yeah, so you've captivated somebody while they're being surveilled by like the police or the FBI or some detective or some shit. That's stupid. This should be getting dumb sometimes. Not sometimes, all the times, but damn. People be so enthralled and shit with y'all and shit, and like be like criminals and all this other shit. Don't cover their tracks. Step back a second and be like, let me make sure my shit intact while I'm stalking a motherfucker. No, y'all got motherfuckers captivated and shit. You know, where they just getting real sloppy and messy. Yeah. Something about presentation as well. Some of y'all are gonna go to a restaurant and the way they serve you this food, or I don't know where you go. This could be someone's house, a dinner party somewhere. The way they serve you this shit, or the way the silverware or the bowls or the cups look, you ain't about to eat this shit, or I advise that you don't. It's like this shit all dripping all off the fucking side, and you know what I mean, all cloudy, my glass all cloudy and shit. Like, hell no, I ain't about to eat this shit. Yeah, it's like the cat here and the cookie. Something about presentation. Some of y'all inspect something very well, or you should. But I feel like the majority of people, y'all inspect certain things, especially like in public, or you're outside of your comfort zone where you know shit is clean or washed well or cooked thoroughly or whatever the fuck this shit is, you know? Some of y'all are gonna go somewhere where it's just not up to your standards. Do not eat that shit. Rub it on your face. Sit in it. Sleep in it. Whatever the fuck. Let it touch on you. Nothing, G. Something's like real, yeah, it's the presentation. I don't want no shit dripping all off the side. You know? Like you just slop my shit up in there. I mean, I can understand if I'm like at my mama house or my family. You know what I mean? It's just me and them and shit. But even still, they wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I don't know. It just look real like unput together. You know? You ever get like some food and when you open it up, this is usually fast food, right? If you still eat fast food. But you know, y'all done been in them places where you like unwrap the paper and shit and it's all mushed together. You like, it's supposed to be a taco. Like you looking for the shell, but it's all lettuce in that motherfucker and salsa. And you digging all up in there. Once you get through the lettuce, you like, there's the taco. It's all soggy. And that's like what this shit is. It's like, this shit don't look nothing like the motherfucking picture, G. Yeah, it don't. Okay? Something about false advertising. I'm telling you. Divine masculine. So I don't know. Okay? Be aware. Something about a dark witch out here too. Yeah, for sure. For sure. A few dark witches. They could be African dark witches and shit. They do something with like birds and feathers and bones and shit. Okay? Yeah. I don't know if you're part of this group, Divine Masculine. It's not funny, G, but this shit just be weird. What's going on with you? Maybe that's propaganda. Maybe they hang up. This like somebody, you go to like see a witch doctor or a voodoo lady and she got bird feathers and bones hanging all up in her front of her yard like wind chimes and shit. You like, yeah, this bitch know what she talking about. No, she don't. She just got bird feathers and chicken bones and shit tied up on like a string. Like, what is that? It's like somebody trying to, I don't know. It's like a commercial or something like that. But then it's like when you get there, the shit don't work or it don't really look like that or something. Some witch got somebody. Yeah, she going crazy too. This witch could be losing their hair, having nightmares. They teeth could hurt. That's fucked up. They teeth could hurt though. That's what it says. Or they got knocked in the motherfucking mouth by some men or something. Somebody get beat up. Yeah. I bet they teeth do it. Yeah. Somebody scared to eat food. They think everybody trying to poison them. Somebody out here Noivus Maneuver, but it's a dark witch though. That shit crazy. This woman's teeth could be pointy and shit, like a spork. She got a whole spork for her mouth and shit. They all like pointed and jagged and shit. You could grate cheese in that bitch mouth. Hell no, G. How you got a pitchfork for a motherfucking mouth and shit? Who the fuck is this, G? This the witchy person though. For real. They got little piranha rice teeth and shit. What the fuck is this, G? Who is this witch? Okay, with these dental problems and shit. That's what I'm saying. If you could do magic, why wouldn't you like witchy poo some veneers or some caps or something? You know what I mean? An Invisalign or something. Like, what the fuck is this? When it's that bad, like what the hell? This motherfucker all fucked up. They can't eat either. Somebody got tummy problems out here. They man is scared. Okay? Damn. Put some on the that shit funny. Put some on the U, which is the Prince of Wands. Not that you a prince, but that is the U card. So some of y'all are coming out as this like Knight of Wands energy, divine masculine. Maybe you rushing to get on the bus now so you can be happy or something like that. You know? Like, you know, finally get in alignment is what I'm saying. Because you know, it's hard out here and shit. Arguing with bitches and all people trying to destroy you. It's just easier to just make healthier choices and just get in alignment. Yeah, and as you've been doing that, you're forced to see, like, the people that you are places and things that you separated from, how they were holding you back, or it was all a lie and illusion in the first place. Put one on the Prince of Wands now, damn it. The color purple. Yeah, the struggle was real. You like, I'm done with that shit. Put some on the Prince of Wands with the school bus now with the 10 of Cups. The Godfather. Ooh, come through. You like, I ain't no knight, bitch. My bad, bruh. Your name could be Marlon or Brandon or Brandy. Somebody's name could be hey, Brandy or Brando or Brandon or Marlon or I don't know. But it says you're the Godfather. Divine feminine, didn't you have like something with a godson? Yeah, having either somebody's going to become the godfather to a baby or somebody's giving something to like a godson, or somebody out here with some money and some pull is like a divine masculine out here, like that can make moves. This says old money. So some of you guys, you come from a prestigious family. Some of y'all, it is crime. I told you. But this throwback crime. Y'all ain't selling dope in no fucking park around no babies and shit. You know? Somebody could be an entrepreneur, head of something. Political connections. Yeah, somebody could be a politician, or I made him an offer he couldn't refuse. Yeah, divine masculine. Some of y'all are about to get a really great job, or you're offering someone a position somewhere, but I don't know, bro. That's touchy right there. Because it could be like, you know, you get a seat, like some power or some shit, but with the Godfather, your life on the line. You know, you can't just leave no shit like this, whatever this is, okay? So I don't know. Maybe that's why some of y'all feel stuck. When I picked up on some stuck energy, y'all could have signed on to something for some money and shit, and now some man or whoever's the head of some shit, yeah, doesn't like that you're awakening. That could be the person calling me the nun bitch. Yeah, whoever this is. Oh, no, you didn't, sir. Somebody's name is Rick or Richard or Dick, or somebody's just a dickhead. Okay? Dirty money. Yeah, somebody's name could be Sean. Oh. Scream is at the bottom. Man, somebody got a real bad temper out here. Look at this shit. I scream, the tower. Some man out here got a real, I guess it's the Godfather. Somebody out here is about to go the fuck completely off on somebody. Divine masculine, you are coming up as the Godfather, but I don't feel like you coming up as the Godfather like, you know, all mafioso and shit, but you can be probably shit. I don't know what you into. I don't want to get on in your business. But this makes me feel like you mean business when whatever this is that pisses you off or you find out, you mean fucking business, or it really pisses you off, G. It has something to do with some kids is what it feels like to me. I feel like that's the only thing that'll make you just blow a whole gasket and shit is something with your children. Maybe your money. But ain't no pinnacles out here. This you going screaming, going crazy and shit. Okay? Because of what some woman, I don't know, showed your children, gave your children, did, I don't know. I see you being mad, bro. Okay? Heavy Scorpio energy out here being pissed off. Yeah. Dirty money, old money. Yeah. We know who that is. That, you know what, they're telling me if because I feel like Puff's still gonna get some time and shit. He's not gonna get the whole, you know, whatever, but he gets some time. But they say the feds coming after his son. That's why I'm like, they're not finished. This impossible. Something else going on. This like the feds coming after Little Shine and shit, or whatever the hell their little names is. Yeah, now they watching them. They're like, it's okay, we'll get your kids. We'll get your kids. Yeah, man. Oh hell no. Yeah, that motherfucker gonna be fuming. That motherfucker gonna be fuming, G. Like, they're an adult, so they have nothing to do with you. We're charging them separately. This like this type of shit. Oh. Oh. He gonna don't feel like, I don't know. Let's get off of him. That's crazy. Put some on the ice cream with the tower and the damn gift here now. Selena, yeah, man, Somebody get very mad, very upset, very jealous, very envious or something. Something turns bad out here at Divine Masculine. We know what happened whenever Selena come out. We know it's a Judas around, aka Yolanda. Somebody's name could be Selena. Somebody's name could be Yolanda. Yeah, it's like, or somebody real mad at you. Be aware. So somebody smiling in your face. Remember, Yolanda was cool with Selena. So Selena thought, you know, because she was nice to her, giving her shit, working for her, working her little fan club and all this other shit. But Yolanda was mad deep down because she knew she wasn't going to have a job, or Selena was blowing up and she was going to have real professionals taking care of shit and all this other shit. Yeah, we know what happened to Selena. Okay? Oh, something about a family business. I see some people arguing or yelling. This could be you and your family if y'all all work together. Or somebody janky up in that shit. Somebody got a janky ass family member out here that's money hungry. Okay? Or, somebody got a janky family member out here that's money hungry, Divine Masculine. And if you're like part of this money thing or this family business or something like that, you may be picking up on this energy that like people are stealing or whatever the fuck they doing behind your back. And these people are mad at whatever is enlightening you about what's going on behind your back. So shit, they could be trying to kill or fuck up the oracle or fuck up the whatever it is that's opening your eyes. That's what somebody's gonna try to attack. Okay? Yeah, they pissed the fuck off. Yeah. But whatever you're trying to attack, I don't know if it's you. I didn't mean to say that. But whoever this is trying to attack whatever has enlightened you or awakened you already knows that yeah, you would think they would. Duh. Somebody's able to enlighten you, awaken you so you can see. What would make these people think that the source of that wouldn't be able to see them either? That's stupid. It's like, oh, so I can show him everything you're doing behind his back, but I can't see what you're doing behind mine? That's fucking dumb, G. That's why I'm like, I've been picking up on not too so shit. For some people, it's a short bus. I've been picking up on some not too bright people out here. You know? It's like somebody trying to attack a psychic and shit because a psychic awakened somebody. Well, obviously the psychic's going to know that you're going to try to retaliate against us for awakening somebody that you've been lying to. That's why we're psychic. Like, hello, McFly, are you fucking there? Yeah, it infuriates somebody. Okay? Because you keep knowing something, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, especially if you're really tapped in with like energies, your intuition and all that shit. Or you're a dream interpreter, a seer, or some shit like that. Somebody is like pissed the fuck off. But you see that too. You know that. You're like, yeah, they're super mad because I enlightened this man or this woman and shit. So surely they're going to go try to hire a witch or bring their friends or something. That's just what humans do. You're absolutely right. And it's fucking people up. They're so mad that they're predictable, G. Okay? Predictable. But you the Godfather. I feel like they're saying, you coming on as this Godfather, you know how it says God created us in his image. And to me, I feel like that means that we're co-creators. Almost like co-gods. Like, you know what I mean? And not like you're God or a goddess and shit. But it's like Shekinah though. Because God is like, I created you somewhat like me to be able to do the things, you know what I mean? Have some of the same powers, the same abilities that I have, which is why you would be the Godfather, you know what I mean? Just like Divine Feminine, you would be Godmother, you know what I mean? Like, but you're the Adam and the Eve is what I'm saying. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Yeah, you carry some type of power or some energy or something like that. Is what this is. And it's fucking motherfuckers up. It's got people arguing in their homes, pulling guns out on each other, friends, people work with and shit turning against each other, kids watching parents argue and fight, something done attached to a little kid, some karmic energy then came up on a little kid, but it's because of what they've been witnessing. Some little kid that's not supposed to like be seeing grown up shit like sex on TV and people smoking and all this other shit, and people thinking that the kid don't know. They don't know. But that's why your baby don't go to bed and your baby so unruly and scream and can't sit down and watch TV and cartoon and none of that shit. Something done hopped on that baby. Something done hopped on that baby, or something done hopped on the baby from this person that's been like, if it's anybody like that's been on some like foul ass shit with you, whoever this is I'm picking up on, something done hopped on that person and it done hopped off of them onto some baby, and that's why some baby acting weird or don't talk or just sit there and stare at you and shit and all this other weird shit. Something on somebody baby here, G, for real. Okay? But it could also be from the parents arguing and screaming, fuck you, motherfucker, no, fuck you, bitch, you stupid, you know? Of course, that's a demon, G. That's a spirit that's in that home, got them people like that. And there's a little kid just sitting there watching that shit. Yeah. And they wonder why the baby cussing or, you know what I mean, ain't a happy baby or don't talk and all this other crazy shit. That's why. Some of y'all get custody of this kid. Maybe this is your kid and like, I don't know. But this like you taking a stand or having to do something. Or get the upper hand of a situation. Take control of something. Because something getting out of hand. It's damn sure some gunshots that go off. For sure. Remember Divine Feminine in your reading, Eminem came out and it was the bang. Right? He had a gun in his hand. Now we got Selena. It's damn sure some gun violence. Peter popping the fuck off out here. Okay? I don't feel like it's the 4th of fucking July. If we are, by the time y'all watch this, right? If we are talking or we're talking about the 4th of July, they was shooting at the park when you was trying to shoot fireworks. It's like some argument happened and people start fighting and shit. You know what I mean? And boom. Okay? So, they still ruined it and shit, you know? And this is you mad. Like, damn, we can't take our fucking kids nowhere and shit. You pissed off at the park. If people start fighting or shooting or whatever the fuck goes on and it's supposed to be either the Jenkins family reunion or this was for 4th of July, man, you're going to be very upset because you don't understand, like, and the police come in and arresting people and your baby's little innocent eyes seeing this shit. I don't know where y'all live, but it sounds about right for some of y'all. But they're used to it, just like we were used to it. That's why I said some little kid ain't gonna know how to act in the country where it ain't no police presence, no ghetto bird. I told you, no broken glass in the street, a bum outside. Somebody little kid ain't gonna know how to act. They gonna be like, wow, grass? Yeah, you might be from here, little baby, or like some like New York or something, where grass is like a delicacy and shit. You know what I mean? If you got motherfucking grass, you know, or trees or a backyard, and it ain't much, you know. Some of y'all are moving somewhere like that, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, where it's just like a lot of grass or greenery or this like a scenic view or water or something like that. Some of y'all are gonna get your dream home. You are, and it's gonna blow your mind because of whatever you're used to being around or seeing or living in. It could just be traffic, you know, like hustle and bustle. Like as soon as you walk out your door, it's on go. You know what I mean? Everybody walking, everything moving and shit. Y'all can move somewhere where it's totally opposite, and you ain't gonna know what to do with yourself. You may get a little anxiety and shit. You may need to turn on some noise. You know what I mean? Background noise or some shit till you get settled. I've been there before. Where them what are they called? Oh shit, what are them things called? They not locusts, but them things that go in the trees and shit. You know? Like that's all the fuck you hear and shit. It's that fucking quiet. What are they called? Aphids or something like that. I don't know what they call, but y'all know down there in the south, and them bugs that make them sounds in them trees and shit. It's like just hearing that constantly. It's like, I don't know. It blows somebody's mind. It's a little kid's mind though. So this could be their first family reunion down south or wherever y'all going, okay? Or Midwest or something like that. Or wherever they got that shit up in them trees, up in them woods and shit. This could be your kid's first time and they don't know what to do. They have a good time, but it's like a culture shock. I remember my first time though. Going to like North Carolina when I was like little, like, you know, for our family reunions and shit. That's how that shit is down there too. It's like quiet. Well, it was back then in the 80s. It was quiet as fuck and it wasn't nothing but bugs and freedom and shit. Just grass and shit. You know, like wow. You know, so shout out to North Carolina. I love you. Okay? I had great summers down there and shit. Hot as fuck. Okay? Something about the heat. Safety. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like some gunshots going off. That says safety on it. Some of y'all are going to get a dream about some event that's going to happen. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Pay attention to that. You could be involved in this event. Your family member, your children, a loved one. Be aware. And if you can warn somebody, do so. Okay? You're definitely, a lot of y'all are going to have a dream about this. And it's about people screaming or running out of some building. Some of y'all are just getting like a vision of, I don't know what this event is, G. Some of y'all are going to get a vision of an event that's going to happen. where people are screaming and people are shooting and shit. It's just a gift that you have to foresee the future. Yeah, but it's like, man, y'all remember Terminator in the first one? I don't know who it was that was getting the visions. Was it her or her son? But they were getting visions of the end of the world. Remember that nuclear bomb went off and all them kids, yeah, were at the park. Them people were at the park and then that nuclear bomb went off and all the people burned. I used to hate watching that part too. It always made me feel funny. And it's making me feel funny now. But I used to always fast forward through that part. Because I remember old girl, right, Sarah Connor, was holding on to the chain link fence. And whenever the explosion went off, it hit so hard she turned into ash, but in the same shape of her clinging onto the fence. She was like literally ash. Like it just incinerated every motherfucking thing. I don't know, bro. I don't know if y'all getting visions of the end. I don't know, bro. Sis. Okay? Some of y'all are going to be shocked that somebody's a fan of your work or what you do, Divine Masculine. Be aware. You're going to come into physical contact with this person. Okay? This person may end up working for you or you work with this person. Be aware of them. I feel like they're going to use those words. Like, I really love your work. I'm a big fan. Some shit like that. Be aware of that motherfucker, okay? You're welcome. Heavy fire or Scorpio. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Scorpio energy is going to tell you that. And they are a fan of your work, but they'll turn on your ass real fucking quick. Okay? They will. Oh, hey. Especially if you try to remove them or you separate yourself. So be aware who you connect with, because it's not as easy to disconnect. So Yolanda would have been cool if she knew she had secured a spot with Selena all the way through. But Yolanda knew what was up. You know what I mean? She just was like a woman from wherever. You know what I mean? Like, and not like that, but you know. Like Selena was getting big. Yolanda wasn't going to be able to handle all that. And like I said, they were going to get professionals, people that was their field, PR, you know, all that other shit. So Yolanda knew she was on her way up out of there and she panicked. And that's why she started tripping on her. Be aware. But remember, she was a fan of Selena's work too. Be aware, my G. Yeah, the profile works out. Whatever you see about somebody or you see how something can go, even though you're not sure if that's really who it is or who they are or how they get down or I don't know. You're right, or whatever some vision is, like that one we just saw with some shit exploding, like Terminator and all this other shit. Man, be aware, bro. You may not be seeing it. It may represent something. It's like a dream that could represent something else, or it is literal, or something that you see. If you see it with your own eyes, like you're awake, you know what I mean? Like you're seeing some shit about somebody, it's literal. If it's a dream, it could be interpreted as something else, okay? But shit, still be aware. I don't know, bro. Are your little kids psychic up in this bitch? They selling dope, they psychic and shit. They got, you know what I mean? All types of weird shit. I don't know what your little kids doing. Okay? The hell? Somebody doesn't like you because of your charisma, your charm, your talent, the way you dress, the way you look, the type of women you attract. Or your woman, period, the way your kids look, how you inspire others, or how you're a self-starter. Somebody out here hate that shit, bro. They fucking can't stand it. For some of y'all, it's your own father, side note, or a godfather, or it feel like your daddy, though. I'm gonna keep it real. Especially if your daddy is a Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a Scorpio, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Cusper. Your daddy a hater, G. Okay? It's coming out like it's your daddy. That could be who you argue with all the time, or they got in the way of you in somebody's relationship, and I don't know, man. Woo! Somebody could be describing some shit. This is like, say, somebody breaks into your place of business or some shit, and you don't know who it is, but somebody across the street saw. And they describe a motherfucker. And they're like, yeah, they were this tall, this way. They walk like this. I noticed that they had a tattoo, right? This type of shit. And you like, it sound like Danny and shit. Just like you saying that. That sound like Danny ass and shit. Right? But you don't really know. Because you like, it could really be anybody. But that profile works out. That profile ended up working out. I don't know how you are able to confirm it was Danny, using that as an example. Shout out to the Dannys and Daniels out there. But you are able to confirm that that's who the fuck it is, shit. For real, for real. The profile works out. So I don't know if you get help from somebody. Somebody could help you out. It literally, I'm picking up on a psychic or an intuitive as well. That's like giving somebody so many details that they know exactly who the fuck somebody's talking about. And the psychic or the intuitive or the seer has no clue, or the dream interpreter, they have no clue. You know what I mean? What they're just telling, somebody giving someone details that only the person would know, the person that did the shit or the person that's getting the reading. For some of y'all that are readers, y'all are really fucking good. Like, y'all solving cold cases in this bitch for people on some real shit, G. Shit coming up. Yeah, be aware. People hate y'all. If you're a psychic, intuitive, or a seer, you're one of the most hated people right now. Because your shit is on, like, heightened mode, alert mode. For you true ones out there. Like, nobody can walk past you or get past you or something without, walking through the detector. Gee, they can't. And it's crazy because these people could come in groups, and half the group can get through the detector because they on some real shit, and half the group cannot. So you fucking shit up for people and shit. You know what I mean? And you got people looking at them funny. They own people looking at them funny and shit because they like how they get to walk through the detector and we didn't and shit. You know why? Fuck boy, fuck girl. You're more concerned with your other people that got through the detector, and now they're looking at you why you can't get through. Don't get mad at us because we spot that fake ass shit and your family didn't, or your friends or your lover didn't. And because your friends, family and lover and all them fuck with us, now they see through your bullshit. That's why you're not getting through the detector. So yeah, you could be responsible for people splitting up divine masculine, divine feminine, but it was meant to be. You were meant to come in these people's lives and fuck shit up, wreck shit, G. Blow shit the fuck up. For real, for real. For real, for real. You really were. Like, it was meant to happen. You were meant to meet people. Yeah, Godfather. Yeah. Only somebody with that Christ-like energy or that God-like co-creator power energy, right? God is in us, will be able to even do some shit like that. Yeah. You're having a massive effect on people right now, and they pissed off. And they're even more pissed off because it's almost like you've mastered the Matrix. Remember when Neo was fighting Agent Smith and it was real easy at the end? He was like, boop, 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 boop. Like, I can anticipate every move you're gonna make. Yes, G. That's like what this is. Somebody pissed off at you because you can anticipate every fucking move they're gonna make, and they do it. And they do it, G. But it's the program. It's the program. So, I mean, you learned the program. That's why the incident with Selena and Yolanda taught us, be aware who you have on your squad and shit. No matter how much they bigging you up and support you and love you and all that other shit, let some shit happen where they can't be there all the time, or they lose their position, or something changes and shit. Be aware, motherfuckers like that. But shit, Judas and Jesus taught us that before Selena and Yolanda did. So yeah, you would have mastered the Matrix in regards to situations like that, because people that have come before us type shit. Yes. Somebody mad. It may not even be intuition. It may just be life experience, or you just soak up game. Shit. What the fuck? How they mad that you just soaked up game and you know what's up? Shit. What the fuck? Wake your ass up. Shit. Or stop trying to get over on motherfuckers. This ain't the day and age for that, especially if you're no good at it. You're no good at it. Whoever this is, they suck. Whoever this is. And they're being exposed in front of people for who they really are and shit. That mask was gonna fall anyway. It's just the time, because it's not even just you. I feel like a lot of y'all divine masculine, divine feminine could be confirming shit for other people about how they feel about people around them. And it's not like you're jumping into their business and any of that shit. These people are led to you. Y'all have conversations. It's like you having a conversation with somebody about some shit. Say you went somewhere to go get your car fixed or some shit, and they fucked up your car. And you just happen to meet somebody, I don't know, at CVS or some shit. And y'all just start talking for whatever reason, because God just brings people across, cross people's paths. And y'all start talking about cars and shit. And you tell them like, man, I just took my shit down to Jiffy Lube and they fucked my shit up. And this person like, me too. Like, which one? Down there on whatever the fuck, right? And somebody like, yeah, the one right down there on whatever the fuck street. And it's like, shit, that ain't your fault that y'all two came together and found out the Jiffy Lube was on some fuck shit, and now we about to all go up there and bang on Jiffy Lube. This like Jiffy Lube like being mad at you. No, motherfucker, be mad at yourself for doing this shitty ass oil change. Be mad at yourself for trying to water down this motherfucking oil, and we found out and shit. You just didn't think I was gonna run into another Jiffy Lube customer. That's what this is about. Yeah, pretty much. To sum that all up. That's why somebody's mad, because you awakened and you coming across other awakened people and it's exposing their motherfucking ass, and there's nothing they can do. But somebody is gonna try to retaliate. Somebody want to get physical with somebody. Somebody want to bring out the pow pow here. They do. Okay? Somebody gets so angry they pull out a pistol on a motherfucker. They do. Okay? It's between a man and a woman. It's a kid sitting there too. So shit. Or some woman don't know what she doing, or somebody got a gun. Okay? I don't know if it's on safety or have a safety or something. I don't know. Or something happened to someone's kid. They find a gun, something, but somebody kid bring a gun to camp. I don't know. Your kid's moving guns now? What the fuck? Yeah, this like this type of shit. Some more crazy shit is gonna happen to somebody. Damn. Somebody's gonna be pulled over by the police, and this woman got a gun on her, G. They're gonna see a gun on this woman. It's on safety, but the whole energy change. When they see the police are gonna pull somebody over, they're gonna see a gun in somebody's car. First, they're gonna pull the person over. They're gonna, you know what I mean, let me see your license and registration and shit. This could be at nighttime or something. I feel like it's at night. The person handling the license and registration, that motherfucker got the flashlight, the cop and shit. You know how they like look in your back windows and all, and then they just see a gun in the backseat. And they're like, "Put your hands up!" And you like, "What the fuck?" And they're like, "Put your hands on the car." You like, "What the hell?" Right? So I don't know, somebody forget it's a gun back there, or you do know it's a gun. They change their whole demeanor on somebody. For real, for real. The gun is on safety. I don't know if it's a clip in it or not, or one. I don't know how somebody rolling. Try to catch me riding dirty. Okay, somebody riding dirty out here. Okay, but yeah, that cop whole demeanor fucking changes, G. It does. So you could be Latina, whoever this happened to. It don't happen to the vanilla queen. It don't. But if you are Latina or darker and shit, oh yeah. And this happened to a woman, okay? Be aware, girl, riding with your strap, okay? And just got that motherfucker all on the back seat. I don't know if it's a kid back there. Somebody out here riding like that, okay? Girl, you tripping. Motherfucker be done got shot. You know, them police be on edge and shit. You know what I mean? They just, you know, get all nervous and shit when they just see one, and this one got a safety on it, or there's no clip in it, but y'all are arguing back and forth. Somebody want to argue with a police officer back and forth, but it's a gun involved on they. I don't know. And y'all gonna see some crazy fucking shit, G. Some crazy ass shit. Somebody just gonna get popped by the police because they not listening to instructions and shit. But I don't know. I don't feel like they're threatening the police, but it's a gun and the police get scared. You know what I mean? So they not checking to see if it's a clip in it or if it's one in the chamber or no. You have a gun in your hand. That's all I fucking know about Lyle, says the police officer. And they unload on the motherfucker. And this kid's watching this shit. Damn. This fucked up, bro. Where you live, bro? Where you live, bro? In the city. Yeah. I don't know. That's what they said. So yeah, somebody's name is Steve or Stevie or Steven. Or you could be a police officer, sir. If you're a police officer watching, man, it's going to be chaotic this summer, G. Little kids and guns and shootings and domestic violence. People drunk and hitting on each other. Something with drugs and cartel. All types of shit going on this summer. I'm talking about this about to be active like a motherfucker, okay? I hope you ain't involved. Yeah, this race wars and shit. This could be in New York. I don't know. Ooh. Yeah, Washington, D.C. It's something going on here. Black Panther, Wakanda, shit. It's shit happening everywhere. How it's gonna happen in Wakanda too? What? Definitely New York. Yeah, for sure. I'm seeing shit pop off. Los Angeles. Yep, definitely Los Angeles, G. Georgia, Virginia, Detroit, or Michigan, I should say. Yeah, definitely Los Angeles. May even be Canada in some parts. I'll be damn. I heard the west part of Canada. Indiana, they going motherfucking nuts. Texas. Anybody live on Elm Street? They acting up there. The UK. Damn, they going wild, bro. Sis, this everywhere. Pretty much. Damn. Where you at? Side note, let's see who you come out as. Because Divine Feminine came out as the GOAT, Michael Jackson. Let's see who you come out as real quick. Nirvana. Well, I mean, Not my favorite. I mean, I love Kurt Cobain and everything as far as his talent and everything, but that ain't my favorite picture. Come as you are. So you could be really not giving a fuck right now, or some of y'all are on drugs, or not taking the best care of yourself. Yeah, divine masculine, or you hanging around people like that. Okay? Some of you guys can have high blood pressure, or you just feel pressure to work constantly. You could be smelling right now like musty. It says it smells like Teen Spirit, and he digging in his nose and shit. You know, like it says grunge. Like, and I'm asking who, you know. So shit, you need to take care of yourself, okay? Wash your hair, trim it, cut it, lotion up your elbows and your knees, your feet, like all your body. But hit them main spots and shit, because I feel like y'all be missing them. You know what I mean? Elbows and knees and between your toes and shit. Take some time out, okay? Exfoliate your face, trim your nose hair, like all, you making me itch. I don't know if you just been working hard, but this like nasty. You know, and I'm not saying you're nasty, but I feel like you need to take better care of yourself. Even if it's just your nerves. It could be your nerves are bad. You know what I mean? As far as your nervous system, or it could be just your mind. You just got so much shit going on. Some of y'all could be forgetful, you know, so you're not taking medicine if you take your medicine, or you trying to do everything yourself, and I don't know, you're cutting a lot of people off, so it's like it gives you more tasks to do, because it's like I could do this shit myself if y'all gonna fuck shit up. But it's like you're not taking care of yourself. So it's not necessarily that you nasty, but if you're the lead singer of the band, if you're the Kurt Cobain, we know how his mind wasn't right at the end, you know? So that's why I want you to take extra good care of yourself, because Nirvana was never the same when Kurt Cobain was gone, okay? It just wasn't. We had this discussion already, like, I don't even know how long ago. But we did. Some of y'all may need to get some therapy or talk to somebody. Somebody out here I feel like is needs to somebody is either on drugs, divine masculine, that fuck with their head, or somebody's supposed to be taking some type of medication to like calm them down. They've been having to take this since they were a kid. Whoever this is has had something going on with them since they were a kid, but it had something to do with like the way they think, mental, you know. Somebody could be bipolar, or, you know, just something like that, where it's like some pill or some medicine, and somebody is either not taking it, or they're taking it on top of some other drugs, or they're just taking drugs and they just don't have no help at all. Okay, so you figure out where you go if that's your situation. Others of y'all just overdoing it as far as work and trying to do everything, and you're not taking care of yourself, like physically, mentally. You're not eating right, you know, you ain't really washing your clothes. It's like you throwing on the same hoodie every day. Like, please get the, you know, that garlic musty smell out. Can you, like, you know, like, that's why I picked up some of y'all live alone, or I don't know, or that's why you let Tina do it. Like, hey Tina, while you frying up them pork chops, can you throw a load in? She be like, I sure can, Big Daddy. But you don't want to be with Tina, so nah, I wouldn't have asked Tina, because then that's another thing you stuck with and shit, you know. And then she stopped doing this shit. Now she pulling out guns and all this shit when she was just making homemade peach cobbler and ice cream a year ago. Yeah, no, bro. Not you came out as Nirvana. Well, hey, good music. Yeah, but I telling you, you need to take better care of yourself. They like, stop with that shit. You're Neo. You know, you're not, you know, you're Neo. Yeah, so somebody's mind taking over. Somebody's mind is like fucking with him, because you remember he was on pills too. Keanu Reeves in The Matrix and shit had pills and shit for his mind and shit. Even in the last one, I think he was on pills. But if I'm not mistaken, he had to take some pills in the first one. He was like a computer nerd or engineer or some shit like that, and his mind would fuck with him and shit, and he thought he was tripping. So some of y'all can handle it, some of y'all can't. It's like following the white rabbit. So somebody's scared to follow the white rabbit, and they like turn into whatever all this other shit is, letting the Matrix take control of them, and somebody else decides to follow the white rabbit. So shit is two different groups out here. Put one on the force to see with the Justice in the hat here, which is the cap card. The birds. Oh, y'all be talking up in this man, right? Yeah, y'all do. Anyway. Somebody's, Tippy. Tippy is her name. But I heard Tipsy. Yeah, somebody's kids sit around while they get drunk and just watch their mom or dad get drunk and shit. This Karmisha. Okay? This Carmiana is who this is. Yeah. Libra heavy. Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Leo. Messages. All for love. Gossip. Yeah, some of y'all divine masculine are gonna find out that some people that look like they got beef really don't. Or you would think they not on the same team and they are. Okay? Some of y'all are gonna find this shit out about some people. Okay? That they plant these seeds. You know? Like how they do in the music industry, like fake beef. It's like to keep the people going and all this other shit. Some of y'all are gonna find out some shit like that. Like somebody's been playing a role or something like that the whole time, G. The whole time. Somebody also, it's a karmic broad out here about to get dumped too by somebody. That motherfucker was lying to her ass the whole damn time, G. And he tell all the karmic bitches the same thing or do the same thing for him. He travel with them. He tell them he love them. We love birds, soulmate. It say cheap. You know what I mean? Somebody look at somebody as like a cheap thrill, cheap date or something. Even if they spread some seed, like skeet in them, spend money on them and shit. Somebody about to leave somebody out here. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Leo. Somebody sees somebody as a bird, G. Okay? I don't know if you seeing this person as a bird or other people, but somebody seeing somebody as a straight bird, and they are. And this motherfucker gonna get mad at you. Divine, we had this discussion last 7 days. I said if you didn't tell somebody you love them and you don't really feel that way, you just said it just because you like, I don't know why I said that shit. That bitch about to, don't you know that I'm loco? This bitch about to nut up on your ass, boy. Especially if she Latina, G. She about to nut the fuck up on your ass. Y'all probably already arguing because whoever this woman is can sense that you are not going to be with this woman. You know what I mean? We had fun, toots. It's giving me like some, that's fucked up. Not you, tootster, G. Not you called her toots, my G. That's a cute dog name. Anyway, yeah, it's a biatch. Yeah. This is somebody that you know you're not gonna end up with or something, but you done, I don't know, you let her fry them pork chops. I told you. And she took that shit like literal. Like, nah. It's like somebody that you let spend the night or skeet up in them and shit. Okay? And somebody like, no, we together. I feel like you shouldn't be doing this. But I feel, or whoever I'm picking up on, I feel like this ain't the only bitch you be skeeting up in, or you don't take skeeting so serious. Like, well, I have to nut. You know? It's like this type of shit. But some woman takes it as, well, we didn't use a condom, so you know what I mean? We're together. He not with nobody else. Bitch, did he say that? Did he say that? Like, somebody out here gonna be mad at you, divine masculine. That's what I'm trying to tell whoever this woman is listening and shit. Men are very simple-minded and shit. We be putting a lot of thought into shit and be thinking one thing means something else, and it literally just means what it means, G. For real, they're not that complicated, and no disrespect, divine masculine, but my stepdaddy taught me that. He like, y'all be putting way too much into shit. We don't be thinking like that. You know what I mean? We don't be putting too much thought into all of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, well, maybe he meant this or maybe she meant that. Like, man, I took it what the fuck you said. So you said it was cool, I assumed it was cool. Even though you may be feeling different, it's like you take people more at their word, what they gonna say, or you know what I mean? It's like what you expect people to take you at your word because you mean it in that moment. It doesn't mean you mean it completely. That's the one thing I learned about a man. They'll switch up on your ass. Like, I felt like that yesterday. You know what I mean? I may not feel like that today. That's just how they are. Some women about to find that out the hard motherfucking way. Heavy Libra, Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini. About to find that shit out. Or this is your sign, divine masculine. Okay? Like, man, I did that shit just because. You may not even know why, G. Like, I was in the mood for pork chops. If she had said some dish you didn't want, you'd been like, no, never mind. It's cool, Kathy. Right? And then she'd have been like, damn. You know, I didn't get in. But you really just didn't want enchiladas. It's like, no, I want a pork chop. And if you would have said enchiladas, I wouldn't have let you cook. But because you said pork chops, that's why I said you could. Yeah, she thinking, you know, you tell her no with the enchiladas. She like, he hates me. He hates me. Like, no, he just ain't in the mood for Mexican. He wants soul food. Like, literally, that's how your mind works. Somebody taking some shit out here. Man, be aware, divine masculine. Some bitch be there trying to pop your ass go to that witchy poo jagged mouth bitch or whatever the fuck on your ass, boy. Okay? Fed you some ice cream or some froyo with some, I don't know what the fuck in it, G. Okay? Ooh, yeah. Terrified. Gonna scare the fuck out your ass. Somebody's name could be Michelle or Barry or Bernard or something like that. Yeah, divine masculine, be aware. Somebody that you're connected to is has a mask on, G. They got a mask on. Like, you don't know the dark side of them. Right now, you're seeing the sweet, fluffy side, but it's because it's working out for Yolanda. Let you try to fire Yolanda from your fan club, my G. Try to fire Yolanda from your fan club and watch how the fuck that bitch get down. Okay? Whoever the Yolanda is, okay? In your life. Okay? And I feel like you've been getting signs about whoever this is because they keep saying profile workout. So let's say whoever this is in this Yolanda energy, this weird ass woman or friend or family member or whatever the fuck, right? Been like giving you signs and signals that show they a little cuckoo, a little off, or they a little clingy or codependent and shit. Yes, G. Yes, G. That's the profile being built. That's the sketch artist drawing the nose and shit. Like, yeah, that bitch did act a little weird and shit. Yeah, you filling in them eyebrows and everything. Pretty soon that picture come together and that bitch is exactly how the fuck you thought that she was, G. It's all coming together. Some of y'all, I feel like some of y'all need to be scared. For real. I feel like y'all, bro. Is he connected to this person still or is he getting the fuck on? Because some of y'all felt stuck with that Peloton and wish you could pack up your shit, but you done committed to something or it's your betrothed and shit. You done proposed to this person or something. Oh, no. Give me one with this person, that person's energy towards divine masculine, because this bitch crazy. American History X. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. I don't know. You fucking with Nazis now, or somebody got some race. Somebody's a racist. So this is like somebody that like you when they like you, but you piss them off, they start calling you all type of racial slurs. So this could be somebody you dating outside your race. You know what I mean? You piss them off and shit. That other side come out, okay? Or that jail side, or whatever the fuck. American History X and shit. A lot of shit happened in there. But yeah, this man went to jail. So somebody trying to go trap your ass. Ain't gonna let you leave and shit. This person need rehabilitation. It says anger. Okay? Weapons. This somebody will break in your home or harass your siblings. Yep, there's the racist right there. Yeah, violate your energy, your property. They know a lot about you and shit. Yeah, try to end your whole shit. Game over. Abuse your civil rights and shit. All this. Somebody ain't above fucking your shit up, bro. Pay attention to that profile. That profile work out like a motherfucker, okay? So this could just be you keeping tabs on some shit that's going on. You know? So this could be at your job. You like, this the second time these motherfuckers ain't had my money, my paycheck and shit, or whatever, deposited my shit. You know? It's like somebody is starting to their credibility is starting to dwindle, or they don't have good standing with you like they used to. But you're just keeping track of this. Okay? You're going to separate from whoever or whatever this is, and man, it's going to be so motherfucking explosive. This motherfucker going to call you so many names and all types of shit that you would never think that this person would ever say or how they would feel and shit. But I feel like you watch them do this to somebody else. Some of y'all, this could be a woman. You watching how the fuck she do her or her mama. It's like a bitch dog calling her mama, sister, baby daddy, husband, daddy, kids, all types of shit. Just dogging their motherfucking ass out. And you start dating this bitch and then dump her. What the fuck you think she gonna do? It's not funny, G, but some bitch gonna go in on your ass. She gonna go in on your ass, G. She is, because you're not gonna stay here. And you gonna see what everybody was talking about. Especially when she pull a pistol out on your ass, okay? That's what this is, this bird. Okay? This bird. This bitch was thirsty here in this movie. She was thirsty to get with Mitch and shit. You know what I mean? Want to be all up in his business and shit. Gonna go take him. This a thirsty bitch that bring you shit, cater to your ass, feed you, and drive here and come there and sit around you. That's who the fuck this broad is that you need to be aware of. This bitch drove all the way down to wherever, what was it, Bodega Bay? Right, they lived in San Francisco. She met him in a pet shop. Bitch, you were that enthralled and shit by meeting this man in a pet shop, you fucking bird? Yeah. Then she want to go take him some lovebirds and shit because he looked good. That's basically what it was. She was like, oh, he fine, but I want to play hard to get or surprise him and do all this other shit, and drove down to his like little hometown and shit and caused nothing but fucking problems ever since the bitch stepped on Bodega motherfucking Bay, G. Okay? Ever since the bitch got there. It was never good. Okay? And Mitch still left with her ass at the end, but she was all pecked the fuck up and bloody and all. It wasn't the same bitch. Yeah, he saw the true side of her. Like, that's what happened to thirsty, dehydrated bitches. They get pecked up by birds and all type of other shit. Some about some other women that you could be dealing with. I don't know. This woman could be jealous of other women that you're dealing with because you could have skeeted in her or told her that you loved her, but you may tell other women that and skeet in them, or other women have been in bed with you and they just know. Look at him laughing. Like, he tell everybody that. Yeah, and some bitch feel dumb. Heavy Libra. Hell yeah, feel dumb as fuck. Okay? Or you're a Libra. Feels dumb as fuck. Like, feels played. But they are. You did, but not really though. It's like you're... Some woman gets jealous of other women and shit that look better than her, and you may not even be with these women, or you could have been in the past, or you got children with these women, or you work with them. It's like she don't even like that shit, and you like, man, I don't think I can be with somebody like you. And that's when that bitch bust a whole motherfucking nutty, and that profile damn sure work out. It do. Yeah, they didn't come off like that. Yeah, they didn't come off like that. Maybe it's not a profile picture, but the profile that they showed you when you initially got with this person or decided to do like whatever, that ain't what the fuck it is, G. Oh, let me go. Divine Masculine, that's been your reading. Like I said, it may or may not have resonated with every single Divine Masculine. Still, thank you for visiting my channel, my Trip It or Not Tarot. Please hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. Again, info for private readings will be below the video. You can purchase your gear, your life like deck, your doll face deck at theghettonun.com, and I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.